Okay, guys. Here we go. So, previously in the GodBreaking, having made their way through the spiral currents after slaying the blue shadow dragon, Isolin of the Night, our party made a quick stop in a smuggler's cove to pick up a new crew and some supplies, then traveled south through water-deep royal waters to make their way to a small hidden island somewhere in the Triton Deep. There they met Sassaline, one of the pirate lords. You didn't. Oh, your monkey did not get a pirate hat, but you got a pirate hat, Balanar.
Yes, I know.
And also, Xiao, your ship's captain, has a pirate hat. He's a ninja in a pirate hat.
Hilarious.
I actually googled pictures of that. I might, if I can find a good one, I'll use it for him. But anyway, after talking to Sassaline briefly, you guys decided to enter the ancient sunken temple that was built into the cave structure far beneath the water level of this island. Doing so, you went down 10,000 feet below the surface of the water, entered a cave, and made your way through a meandering tunnel. There you encountered some trials, some tests, some traps, and then you encountered a funny group of creatures, the Bullywugs. And after defeating them in 3 challenges, one of intelligence, one of strength, and one of endurance, you guys came away with the waterfall stone. You made your way back to the main cavern, and you took a long rest. So I believe that's where we left off. Oh yeah, and Balanar, you managed to at least get a scorpion to follow you for a while. So he's still kind of with you.
Actually, didn't I completely tame it?
Well, as far as you can tell.
Wow.
He's hanging out with you guys. He's
Well,
really
good thing I've got more magic chimichangas.
Yeah, he's digging the chimichangas. But he's still kind of a wild creature.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys have just woken up from your long rest. You're inside this large cavern. It is... let me get my picture here. This is a very crude picture, since I didn't have a real one of the cavern. But you guys are in this cavern. The center thing right here is the pedestal with 3 slots in it. You have already gone into this cave up here. So before you, right directly in front, is the cave of the crashing wave, and on the right is the cave of the whirlpool, the path of the whirlpool. And this big thing in the middle is obviously a large lake, large underground lake.
Crashing wave next.
Sure.
Might as well keep it in order.
Okay. If everyone is ready, you guys can walk down the entrance to the second tunnel.
I'm gonna be ready with Misty Step just in case another wave comes at us. I can get out of the way.
Gotcha. Kildrak.
I won't poke it. I won't poke it with a stick this time.
Kildrak, right now in Fantasy Grounds, you're talking in Dwarvish, so no one else can understand
I
you.
know.
Gotcha. Okay. Except me, I can understand you.
Yeah.
You're still sore about it, but they weren't gonna play fair, playing tic-tac-toe fair at all. Okay.
Damn cheaters.
Alright, so you guys head to the second tunnel entrance. This one has the crest of a wave emblazoned above it. And as you walk down a long tunnel, the sound of rushing water grows stronger and stronger. And after a while, the path ahead begins to open up. In fact, you see that the path leads between 2 massive walls of water, some 80 or 90 feet high. The water continues to flow up the sides, but then pours back into itself at the top. The path is completely dry as it is held in stasis by some sort of magical effect, and still the roar of this flow is deafening. So let me just draw this for you guys real quick so you can picture it. So you guys are in let's see here. So this is an overhead view. You guys come out of a tunnel, and there's a path that goes down the middle like this. And on either side of you, there's a wall of water shooting straight up, about 80 feet tall, on that direction and on this direction.
Is there an old guy with a beard and staff holding his arms up high?
There is not.
I was just thinking about that same thing.
Any fish swimming around?
Very funny, very funny. Roll me perception.
Oh, you always make me roll the things I'm not good at.
Hey, what's this?
But never mind.
So Deimos, with his advantage, he gets a 3. Deimos, you can't see shit. Balanar, looking deep into the water, there's not much light going around. I mean, it's illuminated enough so you can see the surface of the waters, but you can't see too far deep into the wall of water, maybe 15 feet or so. But watching and peering in for a little while, you see evidence of some life, small fish and marine creatures down there. You're pretty deep in the water, so these are not surface-type fish. They're kind of more deep-sea fish.
I try to catch one.
Wait, so it's like a aquarium, those tunnels that go through the water?
Yeah.
How long is the
But the
passage?
water
Is water
flowing
kind of
up.
moving upwards?
The water, yes, it is flowing upwards, and then it crests
So
over
it's
the
not
top.
that. So basically, if we put our hand into it, it would go into the water.
Balanar, are you trying? You
Yeah, I
stick your
tried
hand
to
in the
catch
water?
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you shove your hand into the water when you see a fish swim by. Okay. As you stick your hand in, you feel it's like sticking your hand into a lake or a pond that's with a fairly strong current. Your hand is not pulled away or anything like that, but it's just like you're sticking it into water. You reach out, a fish swims by you, and you are able to touch it. It skitters off, completely frightened, but you weren't able to quite grab it.
Go tell its mom. How long is the passageway?
It's let's see, it's pretty far. It's as far as you can see right now. And the walls are quite high, like I said, about 80 feet. And the roar of the water is pretty loud.
I'm gonna continue on towards the end, but I'm gonna keep looking around to make sure I don't notice if I could see any traps or anything.
Okay.
You guys want me to cast the water breathing,
What's the ceiling
breathing
look
spell
like?
again?
Oh, we still have that on us.
You guys, after your short rest and after all your adventures yesterday, I'd say you have about 4 hours left on your water breathing spell. That's your long rest, I'll say.
What does the ceiling look like?
The ceiling is pretty high up, probably about 200 feet above you. It's dark. It's like the interior of a cave. There's stalactites and rocky surface, but it's pretty
It's
dark.
dark.
Yeah.
So do I sense it? Is there any way to sense any magic presence doing this or anything like that?
It's pretty obvious that this effect, that this is very unnatural for water to be held in place like that, flowing upwards. So something weird is going on. You're not familiar with any kind of spell or incantation that would have done this, but it's pretty obvious that it's not completely natural.
Are there any rocks on the floor?
Can I roll Arcana check on?
Go ahead and roll Arcana. The floor is actually pretty smooth. It's the bottom of, it's like the bottom of a lake, but it's
I know all
fairly
the crap.
fairly solid rock.
That is so unfair.
You'll find some pebbles, you'll find some worn stuff, but it's all
Well,
ground up pretty fine because it's the bottom of a lake.
Balanar picks up the biggest pebble he can find and throws it into the water to see what would happen to it.
Okay, you find a rock about the size of maybe like a gumball, you pick it up, you toss it in the water, it splashes.
Doesn't get carried away by the current or anything.
It does get picked up as it hits the surface of the water. It hits and it gets carried up a little bit, but then it makes its way past the surface and then it just sinks back down. It's just the surface of the water that's facing you that is moving upwards.
Okay.
Kildrak, there's definitely some kind of magic that is causing the water to flow upwards. And it's just on the surface level of the wall, probably about 2 inches, 2 inches thick. The current is moving pretty sharply, about 2 inches into the water. Then after that, it seems like it's a body of water as normal.
Does my sage background give me any insight into like how powerful of a spell this is, or if it's even a human spell?
It's very impressive, because, like I said, it covers the length of this walkway, and you really can't even see the end of it. So the kind of power level that would have taken to set something like this up is more the kind that's built into buildings. You know, it's the kind that takes dozens of high-powered mages, months and months, maybe even years, to kind of craft into an area. It's a kind that's
Okay,
built
and by
over time.
human I meant mortal.
Yeah. It can. Effects like this can be accomplished. It's just they have to be weaved and cast on top of each other and layered on top of each other.
Okay.
Do we just keep going, guys, or do we want to study this?
Yeah, let's keep going.
I'm all good for going.
Okay. You guys walk along.
Maybe we studied the hell out of it.
You guys continue walking, and at about half an hour goes by. You guys have walked. I'd say you're not walking super quickly, so the equivalent to you of a couple miles, probably about 2 miles. 2 miles go. And about half an hour goes by, and the first thing you see is that there are 2 small pillars. This is the first thing that's been out of the ordinary. 2 small pillars near the edge of the water, maybe 4 feet tall, so they're more like pedestals. And on the top of each one of them, one is on the left, one is on the right, there are pearls. There's a large pearl on each. They seem to be lightly shimmering.
Is there any
Let's-
writing or anything on the pillars around them, around the pearls?
Nope. Looking
Let's not poke him with a stick yet. Hold
from
on.
where you are, you can see further down, there's another pillar further down. And this one's in the middle of the path.
Is
So-
the magic that's holding everything together coming from the pearl?
You can't tell.
Balanar votes
gonna roll
not to
on a-
touch the pearls.
Investigation on the pearls.
Alright, so who's doing what?
I'm rolling investigation on the pearls without touching them.
Okay. And Balanar, you said you're going to touch the pearl?
No, I said Balanar votes not to touch the pearls.
Okay. So, Euphemia, you can't really tell, but Kildrak, you look at them more closely, and they seem to be normal pearls. You've seen large deep-sea pearls before in your travels. They're fairly valuable. They don't seem to be resting or like they don't seem to be tied to any runes or any kind of magical effect. They seem to be just sitting there on top of the pedestals.
Okay, I'm gonna roll Arcana again to see if there's any magical traps around them.
The investigate would have covered that. You don't see any kind of runes or pressure plates or anything.
Okay, can I look on the ground to see if I find a rock of similar weight and size of the pearl?
Sure. Sure.
Do I find one?
You find 2 rocks that are about the size of one of the pearls put together, judging from.
Can I cast Mage Hand on it? Just touch the pearl with Mage Hand?
Sure.
No, let's not do that.
I'm not gonna move it, I'm just touching it. I wanna see what happens when the arcane energy touched.
Balanar attempts to interrupt her spell casting.
I'm gonna kick Balanar in the junk.
She's not
He
really
attempts to
moving
stop
to it.
her,
She
but-
just casts. It's pretty quick, and the mage hand it materializes. It doesn't really travel to where it's going. It kind of just materializes there. So Euphemia, your mage hand touches it, and nothing happens.
I'm gonna try to pull an old Indiana Jones on those.
Balanar wipes a whole lot of sweat off his brow and stops the dwarf. like
You just wanna
no,
stop everyone, don't you?
no.
All right.
I'll roll the sleight of hand for the old Indiana Jones.
All right. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand. If it's higher than 14, you pull it off. If not, Balanar kind of jerks you away.
Dame.
Oh, okay, Balanar, you see Kildrak reaching out for it, holding 2 rocks in his hand, and you kind of like just like pull him away, just out of reach of it.
I'm a little suspicious of these things, so
As Balanar does this, I'm gonna come in behind and do exactly what Kildrak was gonna do.
Okay.
Since Balanar's distracted with Kildrak, I could probably do it down at any jump, right?
Deimos. Thank you, Deimos.
roll sleight of hand, Euphemia.
Sleight of hand. I don't even think with a. Okay, well maybe with a 20 I could win. Maybe.
If you got a natural 20, you would be able to do it.
That's the only way. I couldn't. Even with a 19, I couldn't win.
Nope, you got the same score as Kildrak. Deimos kind of holds you back. So you guys see these 2 pedestals. There's pearls on top of them, and about 20 feet further down the pathway, there's one more pedestal. This time in the middle of the pathway, and on top of it is another object.
Can we see the object?
You have to walk a little bit closer, just peer over. There's not a ton of light.
I'll go look at it, but I don't want to be like in the middle of the triangle that they make, like
Okay.
towards the outside of it.
Okay, this is a large star ruby.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights to illuminate the area.
Okay, the place is lit up now, so you guys can all see it clearly.
What's
now.
the chances of Balanar's monkey going after the pearl since it's really shiny and big?
Balanar has trained his monkey well.
It's pretty high. The monkey's probably going to try to rip it off.
Do it. Do it. I show the.
I think we need to roll percentage on this.
Okay. Alright. Balanar, okay, Balanar loses control of his monkey. His monkey flips out, seeing these shinies. And, okay, I'm going to roll a d6, okay? 1 through 4, it goes after one of the pearls. 5 or 6, it goes after the ruby.
Oh, jeez.
See-
Okay.
Yeah.
The monkey, Balanar, while you're holding Euphemia, the monkey leaps off, seeing one of these shiny pearls. It skitters up the pedestal. It picks up the pearl, and it pops it in its little pouch. Then it comes back to your side.
And nothing happens?
Nothing happens.
What does this
I
ruby look like?
smack-
Does it look like a
Smack
wave?
the monkey and tell him don't do that again.
The ruby looks like a large, for a ruby,
I don't
maybe
want time
about
to
the
do it.
size of a closed fist, but it's cut in a star-like pattern. But otherwise, it's a red ruby.
Does the path continue beyond these pedestals?
Oh yeah.
Is the
I say
water
we
like...
grab the.
How far are we to the end of the path, to the other door, if there is another door?
You can't see anything right now.
Not even with dancing lights?
Nope. It's quite a ways on.
I say we grab this loot and move.
Balanar, still very suspicious, says, no, I think we should leave it where it's at.
Yeah, I vote to leave it and
Alright.
move
What's the
on.
worst that can happen?
We
Actually, I
drown?
take it back. I vote we grab the.
You mean
You have
you
water
mean our-
breathing.
Yeah, we have tons of water breathing. What's the worst that
Okay,
can happen?
how about
really?
we get crushed by tons of pressure from the water?
Anyways, I say we grab the pearl but
We'll
leave
just
the
put you
ruby.
and Deimos on. You'll be able to protect us from everything. That's what you're for.
Well, you guys already have one ruby, well, one pearl, so I'm putting that in the party sheet.
I say we grab the other pearl and leave the ruby for on the way back.
We have
What if-
one. We're probably gonna need both.
What if we need them when up ahead?
Then we run
Yeah,
back and
that's
grab
true.
it.
Probably like these. Just grab it. Why waste the time?
I grab the
It's just
pearl and
What
the
does
ruby.
What does Deimos say?
So you pick up the second pearl, and nothing happens.
Go for the ruby.
You going for the ruby?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so I'm adding a star ruby to your inventory as well, and 2 deep sea pearls. As you pick up the ruby, you hear a slight click underneath the pedestal, and
Shit.
the walls on either side of you shudder a little bit. The sea walls. You can see the speed
I'm gonna
visibly.
start running down the corridor.
The speed of the water flow accelerates,
Let's go.
but then nothing else happens.
Is it still the same place
Same place, yeah.
or pace?
The water is moving faster now. Like the upward current along the water walls is faster. But that's all that's changed.
I leave everybody behind and start walking. Continue walking on down toward the other end.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna add.
I follow.
I'm gonna add a star ruby to your inventory.
And,
It's a large rare gem. It's worth about 1,000 gold actually.
and as I walk past the range of the dancing lights, I draw my my greatsword and ignite it so I can see.
I'm running towards the direction we're going.
Okay. You guys continue on, and you see further on. You walk another 10 minutes, and you see a treasure chest sitting in the center of the path in front of you. It's blackened and seems to have suffered from many, many years of water damage. You can tell it's been submerged for a long time.
It's Davy Jones's locker. We should leave it alone.
Wait, say that again. What was it?
It's Davy Jones's locker. We
It
should
looks
leave
like a
it
treasure
alone.
chest. It's old. It's blackened. It's like it's been underwater for
I'm
many
going to
years.
examine it.
But it's in the middle of the path. Are you gonna walk up to it?
Investigation.
Okay, so who's
I'm
approaching
going to
it?
investigate walking up to it.
Balanar just walks past it, going, "Nope, not touching it."
Okay, as you guys near the chest, the water walls around you start to shudder a little bit
Balanar.
more, and the wave walls begin to grow a little bit more disturbed, like white water rapids and stuff. You get splashed by a little bit of water as it's flicked off the barrier with the rapidly moving current, but nothing else really happens. It just shudders slightly.
Yeah, I'll leave it. I'm just going to try to keep my distance from it and walk past it.
Okay, you're gonna leave the weapon? I mean, you're gonna leave the chest.
Ooh, it's a weapon.
Okay, never mind. Let's go back.
Let's open the chest.
Are you gonna leave the chest? I should have said.
Balanar continues
I
walking.
open the chest.
Now, if it's a mimic, it's not my fault.
As you touch the chest, the walls shudder again, and this time they visibly bend in front of you. And they seem to be as if they were about to collapse in on you, but then they stop, and they resettle. And the walls remain intact. You open it up, and you see a beautiful, glowing scimitar.
You really screwed the pooch on that one.
Who used the scimitars again?
You could.
Sorry?
Druids do.
No, I thought one of us. Ashok. Okay, I'll just. Well, do I have to identify it?
Here, I'm putting it in your party sheet right now.
I just toss him the scimitar then. Oh, it's a +2. Okay.
There's probably going to be something cooler ahead, and we're not going to be able to get it because you guys grabbed all that crap.
So Ashok, do you take the scimitar?
Did I cast Identify on it?
Did you want to? It
Yes.
takes 10 minutes.
I'm gonna do it anyways.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely a magical scimitar, Ashok. Euphemia, roll me a Arcana check.
Yeah, okay. Guess I just cast the spell.
Okay, it looks like a +2 scimitar. It's high craftsmanship. It's very fine.
So I can't cast the spell to identify it?
You did. That was part of the spell. It should be identified in your inventory, in your party tab.
Then why did I roll the Arcana check?
Because I asked you to.
Oh,
Look, never question the
Agreed.
DM. Pretty sword.
Okay. And that's all that's in the chest.
Okay,
Continue
well,
down the
might
hallway.
be cursed, but guess what? Keep on going.
Okay. You guys continue down, and after another 15 minutes of walking, you find yourselves at the base of a large stairwell that goes up. It goes along the surface of the wall, the water wall on either side. It looks like it reaches the top, and it looks like there's some kind of ledge or platform at the top.
Perception check to see if I find any traps like the other room.
Roll perception.
But how high is the ledge?
About 80 feet. Balanar, you don't notice anything. Deimos, at advantage, you're rolling like crap, so you see absolutely nothing.
Deimos,
doing?
get those
What's
crap
that?
rolls out
What?
of the way. To see if there's any traps like in the last room where the giant wave of water pushed us all the way to the end.
Okay, as you walk up the steps, all the steps seem pretty solid, and you guys make your way up to the top without any issue. As you get to the top, you realize that you're coming to the so here, let me just kind of draw it here for you. If this were, so I'm going to compress this a little bit. If this is where you guys walked up the stairs to the platform up here, so you guys walked up the stairs, like it's crappy stairs. You guys see that the water pathway continues on for quite a while ahead of you. But you guys are currently on a platform that's at the surface level of the water, and on either side you see it looks like a lake on either side. And then, having reached the top of this ledge, bubbling out you see some bubbles in the edge of the lake on either side of you. And the lake is pretty large, so it goes off in either direction into the darkness further than you can see. You hear a voice come out of some bubbles beneath the surface of the water. The voice says, "I am Livernok, the Wavebreaker. I have waited many centuries for a new challenger to face the trials of the cavern. The first matter we must address is if you are here with pure intent, for if you are not, I will be forced to destroy you. So I ask you, why are you here? And I warn you, if you lie to me, I will know it."
I elbow Euphemia. You talk to him. You're always the goody-goody.
The dragon wants someone to date.
I know
That's what I
nothing
say.
of a dragon, but I sense that there was untruth in what you said. And you see the bubbles in the lake grow a little bit more ferocious. He says, "I will ask you again, why are you here? Answer me with falsehood and I will destroy you."
We're here
We're
to
looking for the
attempt.
Kraken.
Ah,
We want to be friends with it.
so that is your quest. You seek the worshipped one. Very well. Let the trial begin. And rising up from the surface of the lake, you see a viscous red, large surface coming up. It looks like it's soft and moving. It's gelatinous, and as it comes up, you recognize the head of an immensely large octopus. As he emerges from the water, you see most of his form. Huge, gargantuan, massive in size. You can't see his full body, but you can tell that he is much, much larger than you.
Guys, don't worry. I know all these stats. I played a druid who morphed into a giant octopus.
Or you've watched a lot of tentacle porn.
Okay,
Called hentai.
he says.
No comment.
And as he does, you see a shimmer go about him, and the wave walls, the walls that are below you on either side, disappear, and the lake comes crashing together in a tumultuous torrent. You can hear the rush and the roar of the water just imploding on itself. And after a few seconds, once it subsides, you now stand on a platform in the middle of a large underground lake. The water is churning. It's moving. It seems to be there's a lot of waves and a lot of movement, so the currents moving through it are pretty fast. So there's no more water pathway. Okay. He says to you, "Very well. I will now ask you a series of riddles. The first shall be simple for a set of worthy adventurers, while the answer to the fourth is as old as time itself. You guys have 1 minute to answer every riddle. You can discuss it amongst yourselves, and you have to give me an official answer. Okay? And depending on how well you answer, that will determine how you move on from here. Okay?
You're really
That's
gonna
fair.
time us?
Oh yeah, I've got my phone right here, and I've got a timer.
Nice.
Alright, here we go. So here's the first question. The clock will start after I finish reading it. It says, "Find me floating through water or stuck in the sand, or maybe just resting in the palm of your hand. Sometimes a treasure, sometimes a home, sometimes a spiral, sometimes a dome. Within my walls the ocean I hold, and if you just listen, a story is told. What am I?"
Yeah, show.
Let's see so.
A seashell.
Is that your official answer?
Official answer.
Final answer.
Okay. He nods. He says,
Show
"Very
me
good.
seashell.
A shell it is." Second question. You find one half of me within the night sky and the other within a lake. If we met and my arms had hands, there would be many for you to shake. I may seem weak, but that is not so. Cut part of me off and I simply regrow. What am I? 1 minute.
A worm? Starfish. Yeah, star. A star.
Yep, I agree.
What is it? Starfish?
Starfish?
Star? Or starfish?
A star or starfish? Which one?
I say
Fish.
star.
Starfish.
I say star.
I say starfish.
Because it's not in the sky. A starfish can't be in the sky, but a star can be both.
If we talk about constellation, there could be a starfish constellation.
Oh, can you guys hear me now?
Now we can.
Oh, sorry, my sound was out.
Now we can.
You guys have 20
I say
seconds.
Star. Star. Final answer.
I've heard 3 votes for starfish, 2 votes for star. Deimos?
Sorry. I'll go with the starfish.
Starfish. If an octopus could smile, you could see him smile. Very good. A starfish it is. Third riddle. Within my shell great secrets I hold. Open me up and the truth shall be told. I typically drift, forgotten by most, floating along till I find a new coast. And if I do perish before I am found, my existence is meaningless, my purpose is drowned. I'll wither away amongst the debris, my secret dissolved, so no one shall see. What am I? 1 minute.
How about a bottle? Like a treasure map, you know. Bottle.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah,
a note in
that's
a bottle
true.
too.
Is there another name for it? Because I can't remember what it's called.
Message in a bottle.
Yeah.
Message in a bottle.
Final
Message
answer?
in a
Okay,
bottle.
message in a bottle. Final answer.
The octopus nods his head. He says, "Very good, adventurers. You answer well. The final question. Respond correctly, and you shall be victorious in this challenge." Question number 4. How old am I? 1 minute.
I ask him how old he is.
No response.
Ah, damn it.
Ageless.
I like
think
her
he's
answer.
ageless.
You guys have everything you need to answer this question. There is an answer.
Is ageless an answer, or are you telling me that's wrong?
I mean, he said many centuries. Many.
What did he say at the very he said he was something... He said the last question was as old as time,
Yeah.
didn't he? What did he say?
So,
Is the
Or what
answer
did he
as
say
old as
exactly?
time?
as old as time.
Yeah, okay. As old as
I mean,
time.
that's what I'm guessing. He said centuries, and then in the beginning he said that as
Final
old as
answer?
time. Yeah.
Final answer.
Okay, you guys.
As time itself. No, old as time itself.
Yeah.
What Euphemia said.
You guys had 1 second left. That was literally 59 seconds. As old as time itself.
So if someone else said... If we said the other thing before I said that, would we have been wrong?
Yep,
Oh, I thought that's what you agreed to. Old as time itself.
that's what he said at the very beginning.
Yeah.
He nods his octopus
Yeah,
head.
but we didn't say that, though, until the last second with the... You know, so that's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, I'll
Oh,
take
okay.
it.
If I
I'll
didn't
take
look it back up.
it. If you hadn't said it exactly, it would have been wrong. But you did say it direct exactly. So the octopus says, 4 correct answers.
Ooh.
4 things I will tell you. 1. The Kraken can only be reached if you retrieve all 3 of its rune stones and place them in the pedestal at the entrance to the cave. 2. The rune you seek in this cavern is further across this lake, and he points to the direction that you've been heading. 3. To access it, you will need the pearl of a giant clam. And 4. There is a treasure chest behind me. And with that, you see the bubbles again arise around him, and he slowly sinks down into the lake surface.
All right.
Can you repeat the last thing he said?
I'm looking for this treasure chest.
Okay. You look back, and it's the surface of the lake goes pretty far. You would have to swim in the direction of the lake wall.
About how far is it?
DM?
Yes?
I was wondering, can you repeat the last thing he said? Because I didn't hear it.
The last one was that there's a treasure chest behind him.
Oh, that's all I said?
Yep, that's all he said.
How far is it?
Oh.
Probably about 400 or 500 feet.
So we can't see it.
What
No.
would I need to roll to make that?
You guys are on to see it? Is that what
No,
you're asking?
to swim across to where the chest is.
The water is pretty tumultuous. It's moving and rolling.
How?
It's
how-
wilder.
Oh,
It's the water is, what do you call it? Harder to swim in now. It's more active since you
Hold on.
guys picked up the Star Ruby.
Hey, Balanar, you want to come with me? I can take us there.
I
Yeah,
could just
sure.
fly over there if you want.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that way I don't waste one of my spell slots.
You gonna fly there?
Well, I'm
Euphamia?
wasting a spell slot too.
Yeah, but I was gonna
Yeah,
waste a fourth one.
I'll just... Yeah, well, it's free for me, so... Yeah, I'll just unfold my wings and I'll just fly up into the air and across the lake to the chest.
Okay, mark it off. You head in. You cast fly. Your wings sprout out. Your black feathered wings sprout out from your back as you activate your lyre, your magic lyre. You fly off to the edge of the cavern, about 500 feet away. The water rolling underneath you. You see a small cave built into the rock wall, like a natural crevice in the wall.
Balanar kind of scratches his head and goes, I thought Euphemia was a drow and not an Avarial.
She has an item that lets her cast fly once a day.
I'll get my wings my wings soon.
So I'm gonna land in front of the cave and take a look around and then go in if there's nothing, bad.
Okay. You land inside the cave, and you see against the wall a large treasure chest in the ground, or just lying on the ground. And that's
Can I
really
inspect the treasure chest?
Sure. Roll investigation.
That's
Poke it with a stick.
Best you can tell, it's just an old chest that's been here for a long time.
okay. I'm gonna take a knife and I'm just gonna lift the lid, trying to keep it as far back as possible.
Okay. You see the
I'm being very
dust,
careful, making sure.
the dust and age of a large amount of time, kind of like break off as you push the tip of your dagger in, and as you lift, you can see the dust falling off, and there's a little bit of a crackle as it all shakes free. The lid of the chest is pretty heavy, but you managed to prop it open just a couple inches, pull it open just a couple inches. In the position that you're standing in, you can't really get much leverage, so you don't have a lot of strength to really lift the whole thing up.
Okay, then I just fling it open.
You fling it open, and you see what looks like a sea of gold coins. It's made to look like a sea of gold coins, and on it, floating on top of it, is a small, on this sea, is a small paper boat. And then sticking out the back of the chest, lying across it's half submerged in the sea of coins, is a trident. Like a weapon, a trident.
Ooh, cool.
I wonder if it's one of those magic boats that
Yeah.
What's the
Vampire
paper
Dude has.
boat?
Holding ones.
I'm gonna look at the paper boat thing.
Okay, you pick it up. It looks like a paper boat.
Is there anything written
No.
on it?
Looking carefully, there are two phrases inscribed on it, one on each side. On the one side, it says, let's see, what languages do you know?
Elwin and Undercommon and Common. Which I can't believe Common is considered a language, but it's whatever.
Okay. Well, I'll say that it's a version of Common, but it's an old like archaic version of Common. But you're able to make out basically what it says. On one side, it says this.
Like South Carolina?
On the other side, it says this. And this is what the trident looks like.
That is so cool.
So I'm gonna grab the trident, I guess.
Okay.
And can I just grab all the coins?
You have the
Into my
backpack
bag?
with you, right? Yeah, you dump it in. So I'm gonna throw
Yeah.
all this stuff into the party inventory. But basically, it's about 6,000
And then I'm
gold
gonna-
coins.
Okay.
Damn.
And then I'm gonna run out and get back to the other island before my wings give out.
Okay, you run back to the platform. So you have a paper boat, a trident, and 6,000 gold coins.
That was everything, right?
Yes.
That was in the chest? Okay.
Oh, by the way,
And when I finally get...
sorry, just one point of interest. I'm taking the 300 gold that was in the party tab, the group tab. I'm taking that from you guys because we never negotiated salaries for the crew that you hired. So I'm taking that out just to say that
That's
was
fine.
what the salaries were.
I thought we did negotiate salaries.
Yeah, we did.
You did? What did you agree to pay them? I forget.
I think we were
Yeah.
paying
300, I think, and
yeah, it was the 300.
Okay, well I
Yeah.
never took it out then. All right, so that's it. All right,
So,
you fly
I'm gonna
back.
fly back, and when I get down, I'm gonna do a ritual to identify the trident.
Okay.
While she's doing the ritual, because I know it
It's
takes 10
identified.
minutes, can I attempt to tame the scorpion further?
Sure.
Or
You can
chimichangas?
feed it a little bit.
Feed
Can I
it,
roll-
pet it, and call it George.
I'm gonna read the stuff on the ship.
yeah. Can I roll the Arcana like on the little ship to see if I know what the hell it is?
Roll Arcana. Balanar, this thing is loving you. Elwin, you take the paper boat, and you recognize it pretty immediately. It's a magical object that houses a larger object, and its ability is tied to the phrases that are on each side of it.
I relay that to Deimos. That's looking. He's at it with me.
I say, should we try it out?
Do it.
All right.
What do you want to try?
I think Deimos would rather have this Trident
Talking about.
Dominate Beast and Trident of Fish command.
I say we use that on the Kraken.
Yeah, Balanar says we should use it on the
I
Kraken.
still don't think it worked.
We can
I don't
try.
think it'll work,
It won't.
but-
It won't hurt. It will not hurt. We'll say that.
It's like trying to dominate a dragon. It's not going
Hey,
to happen,
hey.
but
Dominate a baby dragon. You can dominate a baby dragon, no problem.
yeah, but this
It's a
this is more of
baby.
an ancient.
Ancient baby.
So yeah, I do the whatever it's called. Shoot, what are these? What
It's
break the
definitely
waves?
A girl scorpion.
Okay, you utter the command word, and the paper boat leaps out of your hand and unfolds. It looks similar, very similar to what Antares' boat looked like, and it unfolds in front of you into a ship, or a small ship about 24 feet long, 8 feet wide, and it can hold about a dozen people.
Balanar
Is it like
kind
a
of falls
short
on.
boat?
Yeah.
Balanar falls on his ass and goes, "The fuck was that?"
It makes a
It's called-
swooping sound. It makes it sound like like the Transformers transforming sound.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, well I climb inside the boat.
All
Me
right,
too.
you all jump in the boat.
I
Wait, so does
timidly
that trident
climb
give
inside
any
of it.
plus to attack?
Is anyone gonna thank me for bringing back all the nice gifts? My God, people.
Thank you,
I
Euphamia.
pat Euphamia on the shoulder. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
so whoever wants to hold the trident, whoever wants to hold any of this stuff, move it to your inventories.
I have too many things that I'm attuned to.
Okay, but it's also
You have to
a magic
attune to
trident. Just so you know,
boat?
it's a magic trident also.
Yeah, it would be a magic
But
weapon.
no pluses to attack?
No pluses to
No.
attack.
There's. I don't think you have to.
Yeah, you do have to attune to it.
requires attunement.
To use the
How about the
to
boat,
use the
though?
dominate part of it. Let's see here. Yes,
Balanar, this trident looks like it's right up your alley.
to dominate the creature, I'll say you have to tune to it. But to use the weapon, it doesn't require attunement. You can just use it like a normal +1, a normal magic weapon.
All right,
Sure,
anyone have
I'll,
a free slot?
I have a free slot to attune to, but I can't use the trident.
I'll,
Well, you might.
Balanar will unattune to the Ion Stone.
What's that do?
It's the plus to dexterity. Gives me +2 to dexterity.
Okay.
Can I have it?
Well, I think we're just gonna use this trident just for this bees thing. He's gonna put that stone back on him.
Yeah,
Oh.
We're just
okay.
using that thing. We're just going up for the spell.
yeah.
All right, got it.
Okay.
And then I'll attune to the Trident, going. We
It'll-
could double cross that pirate.
It'll take you
Snake.
some time. It'll take you an hour to
Being
attune
late.
to it.
Well,
So-
while the boat's going.
Okay. So you all jump into the boat and you start sailing across the sea. All of you roll me
You guys take a short rest.
a survival check.
Oh, hey, I'm actually good at this.
I'm not down any HP, so
Or, well, not that good.
Don't have to.
All right. Apparently, I did not get all the bad rolls out of the way. Ugh.
1, 2, 3. Who's missing?
I high five Deimos because we both rolled ones.
Kildrak, roll me a survival. You guys have 2 successes and 3 failures. Okay. With the boat and the tossing waves, the 3 guys who are pulling their weight are able to. So that's Euphemia, Kildrak, and Ashok are able to offset the total incompetence of Balanar and Deimos. And
Well,
Elwin.
Balanar has an excuse. He was caressing the Triton.
Yeah, you're there fondling and ogling the trident. Deimos, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm puking out the
Flexing.
side.
Yeah, Elwin's over the edges of the side of the boat, hurling. You guys set sail in this deep underwater lake. You sail for about half an hour. And Balanar, I'll
While we're
say
doing
that.
that, can we spread out the gold?
Sure. Okay, I'll distribute the gold. Balanar, I'll say
Yeah.
that you're able to fully attune to the item by the time you guys get to the other side, to the opposite shore.
Okay.
Okay. When you reach the opposite side, and it's a good thing you guys didn't try to swim this thing, because I would have beat the crap out of you. It would have been a hard swim. But anyway, when you reach the opposite side, you see a massive set of stone double doors. And a small shoreline. So you're able to pull the boat ashore, and in front of you is a large set of stone double doors, kind of like what Gandalf and the rest of the party found outside Moria.
Balanar
I
raises.
speak the Elvish word for friend.
That's what I was about to say.
You speak the Elvish word for friend, and a
Can you remember it?
in the center of
Melon.
No
Is
way.
it Baldor? I thought it was Baldor.
Melon or
Nope.
something like that.
Melon.
In the center of
Melon.
the
Yep.
door. Oh,
that one.
Ashok! Holy crap!
I thought I was the nerd.
Yeah, you guys are super nerds. You're all like
Question is, did you
you're all like
Google it?
level 30 in Pokemon Go, aren't you?
No, I'm only 23. I haven't played in forever.
I never got into it because I was up at work, so there was literally no Pokemon out in the middle of
Yeah.
the Moccasin Mountains.
Pokemon doesn't work on my Nexus
Oh, bummer.
for some stupid ass reason.
As you speak the word, just because,
Can't totally shame us.
the in the center of the door, a large spherical hole appears, about the size of a cantaloupe.
I'm gonna take the deep sea pearl and put it into the hole.
Okay, you stick it in
Wow,
there.
she
The pearl that you're holding is about the size of a tennis ball. It fits nicely inside
Oh,
inside this hole,
and we
and
didn't
nothing
find
happens.
a bigger one.
No, you have not.
We're missing the big
I
pearl
take
he was
the
talking about.
I take the ruby and I try the ruby.
It sits there inside the hole, nicely and snugly.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
I punch the wall.
Wait, how does the ruby fit
Roll
in that
me 2d6.
Poke it with a
just-
stick.
I just broke my hand.
You take 3 bludgeoning damage to your hand.
hole?
how are we
Did
doing
you say
on
that
water
the ruby
breathing?
fit into the hole?
Yeah, it just lays there. It does nothing.
I thought
I
you
take-
like to say it fit like he fit.
Nope. It just fits. It just sits in there.
I take all 3 of the things and shove them in the hole.
They all just sit there.
I
I
poke it with a
take them all. I
stick.
put them in my bag.
Okay, they go back into your bag. You poke it with a stick. It's like poking a rock. Nothing happens.
Put both pearls in there, maybe.
You guys tried that already.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Did we put all
That's why
3
I took
things
them
in
away.
there?
Yep, you did.
Yes, that's why I took them away.
I put the monkey in there.
What does stone cunning tell me?
Stone cunning tells you that this door was carved into the surface of this rock. So this rock is native to this area, and was carved here. Decent craftsmanship. It's not dwarven like quality, but it's fits snugly, so it's good craftsmanship for a lesser stoneworking race. A long time ago, you can still see evidence of chisel marks and stuff, and there's definitely been a layer of enchantment cast across the doorway. You can tell that it's
Okay, so it's
a-
definitely a doorway, though.
yes.
Hey Balanar, is there like a
Arcana
pearl
for
or
the
something?
enchantment. Tell me about that enchantment.
This is familiar for you. Being a dwarf and having looked at the stonework, you recognize the type of spell that this is. It's a locking enchantment. There's a specific item or key or phrase or something that must be introduced or touched to the doorway, placed in the doorway for it to release.
I
Talk
take it
about
to
the
spell
best
magic.
worthless
Can I
roll
take
20
care of it?
ever.
You wanted to spell it. Alright, who's gonna do it?
Can't we just find the
I don't
pearl
got it, so it's got to be
somewhere?
Elwin.
I'll do it.
Alright, Elwin. So this is, let me read the magic spell real quick.
We shouldn't really waste a spell. We should just find that pearl. We know what the key is.
Okay, so Elwin, if you're gonna cast it, go ahead and cast it. And I'm gonna need a charisma check from you. You raise your hands up and you cast the spell, and you can. All that happens is that you can briefly see evidence of the enchantment, a shimmering, multicolored surface, like a film across the surface of the doorway, as you cast a spell. But the strength of this enchantment quickly rebuffs your attempt to dispel it.
All right. I asked these guys. How does this thing work? Does this enchantment does it go like through the ground, or is it only on this door? And also, is the ground stone?
Yeah, this whole place is like rock wall.
But is the enchantment only on the gate?
As best as you can tell, yeah.
What item
You
did
try
we
to
get
dig
from
around
the?
it?
Well, I was like, I have stone shape. We could just make a small tunnel and crawl underneath it.
That's
I'm gonna start taking a look around. Is there another like another little area we can sail the boat to?
I have stone shape as well that I hardly ever use, so I can add to your stone shaping
roll perception.
if you want, Deimos.
Balanar's
Yeah.
gonna assist him with that.
You can't see anything, Elwin.
For me, it's a free spell too. I only got one of them though. I got one free stone shape.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna look around to see if I see anything.
where are you looking?
I'm just looking around to see if maybe I see like an island somewhere or something where there might be another pearl.
Alright, with a natural 20, I'll give it to you. You got as you step over to the shoreline and you look around, something deep beneath the surface of the water, off the edge of where you're standing, catches your eye. A slight shimmer of white at the bottom of the lake.
Do we still
Nice.
have water breathing?
Yeah, you're about to run out.
We should just cast it
Hold
again,
on.
then.
Let me.
Hello?
Yeah, I'll cast water breathing first, and then I'll try to grab that thing with Mage Hand.
It's pretty far down.
Oh,
It's
it is?
beyond the range of Mage Hand.
I look at Deimos. You sink pretty well, don't you?
Oh, I sink real well. I just have the problem of getting unsinking.
You could cast freedom of movement on yourself.
I could, or we could have someone who has
Deimos,
Dimension
did you
Door
want to try
go down
that
there.
stone shape?
I mean, it's level 4 spell for me. I'll use it
Well,
if
how
we have
much
to use
do you
it.
think? Well, I got one free one. So,
Yeah, I just don't want to use it and
you want me
then
to try it?
there be a magic thing. I mean, you can try first.
I
It is
have
free.
a feeling that
I say we
door
just go
is-
for the pearl.
I'll cast.
I'm gonna
water
try to
breathing.
do the stone shape thing
So what
Like,
exactly are you trying to do?
Deimos wanted.
make a tunnel through the door.
Like underneath.
Around the door.
Okay, so the door is pretty large. You know, you're talking about 10 feet on each side. So I'll draw this for you, and you tell
Is
me.
it?
Is it more than 5 feet thick, though?
You don't know.
Ugh.
So here's
About
the.
how far down is the pearl?
From best you can tell, it's probably about. I mean, you're at the surface of the water, and then the bottom was what you were walking on before. So 80 feet at least. So Euphemia, I mean, you're standing in front of a doorway, and this is the door, like this, and there's this thing down below it like this, and there's an area right here carved out.
If I draw on this, will you see that?
Yeah, I should be able to. If not, use your the pointers.
Alright, well, so what do we think about, Elwin, do you have, like, Misty Step or
I don't know how to
something?
use pointers.
I'll just go grab it. I'll go
Well,
grab
here,
the
I'm gonna
pearl.
tie all my ropes around you,
Yeah,
so I can also
Like-
haul you up.
Right there,
I also
and
tie
then
my
try to
rope
go
around,
around
I'm
and
gonna-
back into the...
I'm
around
gonna
your
dimension
ropes too.
door down there, and then
Oh.
dimension door back up.
Okay.
Wouldn't that bring water towards us though?
Right.
I know.
So Elwin, you're going to Dimension Door down.
Yeah.
Euphemia, you cast Stone Spell right there, and the way stones or shapes, stone shape, you can manipulate the within a 5-foot cube. So you carve out a 5-foot cube. You're able to move the rock away, and you have a 5-foot crevice right here. You find that you're not able to in any way influence the door, the stone of the door itself, just the rock on the side of it.
So it's not enough to go into the side and see the hallway?
There's no, you see a
Behind the door?
5-foot cave and there's rock, more rock.
Oh well.
All right. So Elwin, you're dimensioning door down into the water.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and mark off the spell.
I did.
So you stand at the edge of the water. You look down, and you make the. I'm not sure if it's. What kind of spell is it? Just verbal. Okay. You utter the Elvish command, and your form just sucks into itself and disappears. Immediately down beneath the surface of the water, 80 feet beneath the surface of water, you can see the water parts as your form unfolds down there. You are standing at the bottom of the water, in front of a very large, open clam. In the center of it is on the clam is a pearl, a large pearl, about the size of a cantaloupe.
I'm gonna try to grab it
Wait,
with.
how many people can you dimension door?
You can take one person, one
Leave
willing
me
person,
one other.
your size.
As long as it's the same size.
So, like, let's say I jumped on with them and we somehow grabbed that pearl.
Mhm.
He could take me, him, and the pearl, right?
Yeah. If you wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so Deimos, both
well-
of you pop down there. You're looking at a
Yeah.
large pearl with a clam on it. Very large pearl. Very large clam.
I'm gonna try to grab it with Mage Hand, if my hand can hold it.
Okay. You cast Mage Hand. As it reaches out, the clam immediately slams shut. And you can feel the
That's
ripples
not
of water kind of push you back a little bit as this large clam, about the size of a small car, slams shut.
All right. How long does it stay shut for? Because I would very much like to tie chains around it.
It is still
And start-
shut.
All right, so I'm gonna like wrap my chains around it, and then I'm gonna start beating the shit out of it. I'm gonna kill this thing.
Okay, so what are you beating it with? Your fists?
My hands.
All right, and so what are the chains doing? Are you trying to pry it
The
open?
chains
or
are
are you
making it.
trying to
No, the
break the
chains are so
clamshell?
it doesn't. No, the chains are there so it doesn't open up again.
Okay.
I want to just kind of break its top shell.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to roll me.
My God.
You're underneath the water. Roll
What's
me 3
fine.
attacks with disadvantage because you're under the water.
Can I grapple it to get advantage?
You're gonna grapple a clam. It's like grappling.
Well, it's already like tied up and stuff. I just want to like be like on top of it and just punching the crap out of it.
Okay. So you can hit it. You're definitely gonna hit, but I kind of more need to see how hard you're hitting it.
Okay.
All right. So just roll the 3 attacks. Disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage. Oh, the to hit.
All right. Fine. Just roll me 3 damages then. Okay, you're sitting there at the bottom of the water, pounding on this thing. It's taking half damage, basically, because of your hand is slowed down in the water. You can feel your fist making impact, and after 3 repeated slams, you see the shell underneath where your fist is hitting begin to sort of crack and splinter a little bit.
All right, I get.
I'm gonna grab my dagger and start helping him
Okay.
try to break through.
Yep. Who needs strategy?
This is just
We can beat
hilarious.
the shit
Maul
out of
it.
things.
I'm mauling it.
Are you guys are you just gonna like brute force this thing?
Pretty
Yeah.
much. We're pretty much just trying to smash around it. Yeah.
Okay, so you're smashing, and you're hacking at it with your maul, with your dagger. Let me see here.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
I
So-
have all the great rolls tonight.
Wait, are you
Why
down
are
here
you
too?
down
Why are
there?
you down here?
There's only 2 people down there. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's a
Get
Oh,
small
back
I
up
forgot
island,
this
right?
was underwater.
Okay, so they're deep down below. So on the so you guys keep slamming.
Never mind.
You keep punching and hitting it. Okay, you're making very slow progress. Up on the shore, time goes by. So 50 minutes is going to go by before anything else happens. Do you guys on the shore want to do anything?
We're talking about Divinity Original Sin, so we don't just sit there talking.
I think Elwin had cast the water breathing on us again before they went down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did.
I'm
did you
going
delete
to
the spell?
Did
you delete the scroll?
Yeah, I deleted the scroll. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to again attempt at feeding and caressing and calling it George to the scorpion.
All right. Roll
Of whose gender I don't even know.
roll your animal handling. Okay, it's less hungry this time around since you had fed it not too long ago, but you can tell it doesn't mind your presence. The scorpion doesn't know what George means, so
It tolerates Balanar,
It tolerates
like
you.
most of us in this party do.
okay. All right.
What?
50 minutes, 50 long minutes of time goes by with Balanar, Deimos, and Elwin just kind of smashing on this clam. Finally, you crack enough of it open that you feel like you can pry it open. Deimos, go ahead and roll me athletics. Okay, with 22, you pry enough of the shell apart that the clam is kind of like really annoyed underneath you, and you can see its mouth starting to open a little bit.
I'll grab the pearl with Mage Hand as soon as he does that.
Roll me sleight of hand.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good enough. Your Deimos, you lift it up just a little bit. Elwin, your mage hand flits inside there, grabs onto the pearl, and yanks it out.
Success.
All right.
Ooh, brute force always wins.
I'm gonna grab Deimos by the shoulder and I'm gonna Dimension Doris back up
Okay, you
right
guys.
above the party so we can wet him.
You guys. So the rest of the party is just kind of hanging out there. You guys bamf up above the water.
I hold my sword up straight up in the air, right above the right below the door.
You come out
Me and
in
Elwin-
a splash of
me and
water,
Elwin-
soaking Balanar and his scorpion. You guys land, and Deimos, you take 1 point of piercing damage as you poke your bottom on Balanar's sword.
Ow.
Okay. Yeah, Euphemia, you and Ashok are rolling new characters.
Balanar will be AFK for just a second. I have to go use the bathroom.
That's funny. Yeah, Ashok, you roll what's that? A goblin sorcerer, and Euphemia, you roll another bard. Okay, you guys have a pearl.
All right.
Okay, take the pearl and
I
put it at the
stick
door.
that shit in the hole.
That's what she said. As the pearl enters, it perfectly fits inside the concaved surface of the doorway, and you see a light shimmer of arcane energy flicker out around it. The multicolored surface of the door shines for a brief split second, and then it disappears, and the door itself heaves open towards you. Slowly, just gradually, it opens up. It doesn't open all the way, but just enough for about a 1 foot entranceway to appear. So the doors just barely slide open. And looking inside, you see a small slab of stone, and on it is a jeweled rune, in the image of a crashing wave.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand and grab the upstone bullet.
Okay. You pick it up, and it comes out, and you have it in your hand.
How are we supposed to get back?
Yeah, the
Sailing
boat.
home?
We have a boat.
That's true.
All right.
I stick the ruin into my bag.
Okay. And you guys want to sail back?
Yep.
All right. You guys sail back. Roll me another set of survival checks, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Oh, you guys roll much better this time. Yeah, you already have your 3 successes. So, you guys are able to, having gotten the hang of the paper boat already, or at least a little bit better, and drawing on your experience and the sailing instruction that the crash course in sailing that Antares had given you. You are able to make it back across the large underwater lake and head back to the main cavern that you guys came into. Alright. You guys have 2 of the runes. You're in your main
Can I
cavern
say
now.
that it's ironic? The guy we hired to sail our boat is the worst roller at sailing boats.
He lied on his application.
Why does what does sailing a boat
I'm
have
back.
to do with survival?
It's about the
You
only...
didn't fall over. You survived.
Yeah. The only roll.
Hey guys, do you guys mind if we take another long rest?
Sure.
It hasn't been...
Well, let's go back to Kit.
It hasn't been long enough. You guys have been at this probably, I'll say... You guys got through that pretty quickly, and you answered all the riddles. It's been about 6 hours since your last long rest. So it hasn't been long enough.
All right.
Or can't we just, like, let the day pass?
You
Take
can?
an extra long rest?
You can. You want to wait another...
Do some camping?
Oh no, we're
Use
good. I
potions,
still
stuff.
have all my sorcery points. Don't worry about it. We're good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it would
Okay.
take, you have to sit around for
I
another
guess
12
we'll go.
hours.
That's fine.
Or 10
Well,
hours.
just so you know, I can't... Well, what time is it?
I don't know. You're underneath the water.
Well,
Might
my
as well just get
liar
that
would
last
know.
one.
The question is, is my spells gonna go over? Because it's by daytime.
No. It's only been 6 hours. You'd have to...
Well, no.
You guys would have to take the rest of the day and take another long rest.
No, my liar resets its spells every 24 hours.
Yeah.
When the sun rises, my liar gets my spell back.
Yeah.
So if I use it, like, midnight, and the next, hour come up, then
Yeah, I
I'll get
understand.
that spell back.
I understand, but you don't have your spells
Oh.
back.
I say we just go for the third
When
door.
do I get the back?
Yep. Let's do it.
You'd have to sit around and wait if you wanted to
Let's
find
go.
out. Okay.
To the door!
Well,
So
I don't
you
have
guys-
any fly spells, so...
You guys make it back to the large cave. Pretty much no worse for the wear. Let's see here.
That's all about change.
So
I
who's
guess.
who's holding the folding boat? Just out of curiosity. Someone should probably take that.
You guys mind if I hold it? Because my guy is not good around water.
You take it.
I think that our dwarf should hold this since he's supposed to be the boat guy. I say with
What?
air
When did
quotes
I
and
become the
parentheses.
boat guy? I just said I've
When
been
you
on
hired
boats.
me to
When we
drive
hired
the
you.
boat.
Kildrak has trouble recalling that memory.
I think Kildrak lied on his application.
As she's arguing,
Potentially.
What the fuck was he
gonna
doing
slide
at a
this
port
in my pocket.
There you
in
go.
a bar
Okay.
with pirates trying to sell himself as a
I
boat
was
guy.
hired to guard boats, not
It-
sail them. I said I've been on them before. I never said I sailed them.
Okay, whoever hired Kildrak is fired.
It was Balanar.
That's all.
Balanar was drunk at the time.
Fuck you,
Kildrak
Balanar.
probably
We
was
were-
too.
we were both
HR
drunk.
department.
Okay. Is anyone holding the scimitar?
Nah.
I can't use it.
I look at Kildrak and
Why can't you use
offer
it,
him.
Ashok?
I offer Kildrak some of my my jug of moonshine.
I downed the whole
Ashok, why
damn
aren't you
thing.
using it?
Oh.
I have a sad face.
You have a sad face. Kildrak, you're feeling pretty good. If you weren't a dwarf, I would make you roll Constitution, but you're a dwarf, so there's no Constitution.
I
check.
can roll the Constitution, but I should be with advantage.
Yeah, you'd automatically succeed. All right. You guys head toward. You guys.
I promise Balanar I'll make him some more.
He's happy now.
Okay. You guys head towards the third and final cave entrance, and immediately the first thing you notice is that the tunnel is partially submerged, probably about 2 feet deep. So you guys are sludging through this this tunnel.
Actually, before we go in, I kind of try to get the scorpion to wait outside so it doesn't drown.
Okay, so the scorpion will sit outside. Roll animal handling. Okay. All right. So the scorpion hears you, and you toss it. You give it a little stack of chimichangas, like a little pyramid. You stack them up next to him, and he sits outside the cave.
Okay.
Right?
How many chimichangas does he have?
They're magic, man. It's never ending. It's like a bag of holding. They just magically appear in my hand.
You guys brought hundreds of chimichangas with you.
I offer a Kildrak one. Magic?
I take it as well. You sure? And I say, I won't eat all of these this time.
It's magically delicious, Kildrak.
Like Lucky Charms.
Yep. Magically delicious. Okay. So you guys head into the cave, and it's about 2 feet of water as you're sludging through this tunnel. You notice that this water, unlike everything else, is actually like ice cold. So it's fairly uncomfortable journeying. The cave, the tunnel roof, as you guys keep traveling, gradually grows lower and lower, or rather, the water level rises higher and higher, until eventually you reach a point where there's very little air left in the top of the tunnel. You would have to swim if you were to continue down the tunnel.
Why not?
I say we all tie ourselves together, just in case.
That's
I
like a
agree.
very bad idea.
Are you tying yourselves together?
I'm going to, if someone else is down.
We already have water breathing on, and I bet Deimos make a great weight, so we don't get blown away.
I agree. I tie
or
myself.
swept away.
I tie myself to
So let's all
Deimos.
tie ourselves.
Okay. You guys tie yourselves up, and then you don't need to take a deep breath because you have water breathing on.
Wait, does my monkey have water breathing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cast on
Okay.
whoever's in the area. So you guys, and I'll say that the cat does as well.
Oh damn! So I didn't have to leave the scorpion. Oh well.
You guys splash underneath the water, and you guys swim forward. Everyone make me a Constitution... we'll call it a saving throw. Constitution saving throw. This is just against the cold.
Wait, do I have... do I make moves?
Yep, Constitution saving throw.
Ashok's like,
When I
hot
with my
damn.
sword of cold?
I think that
That-
just protects you against warm,
yeah.
against heat.
Yeah, but I
It would make
basically
it
have
more
control
cold.
over cold.
I think that would make
but
you more cold.
it only protects you against heat.
It's like being on fire while
Okay.
jumping in a
What'd you
volcano.
say then? Constitution
Yeah,
saving?
let me just double check this. Go ahead and roll the save. I'll double check the sword.
I knew he was gonna fail it, no matter what.
can Balanar draw his sword and ignite it to give people warmth?
Yeah,
It-
do my fist give warmth?
No, it would take you a long time to
Yeah, okay.
the heat to come off of it. Yeah, you only have resistance to fire damage, Euphemia. Okay, so everyone who rolled under a 13, so that's Deimos and
Bring
Euphemia
up that
and
sword,
Kildrak.
Balanar.
2, 3, 4. Who am I missing here? Elwin, did you? Oh, Elwin didn't roll a save. I think he's AFK.
Wait, I'm gonna try casting spell.
Elwin fails also. What are you gonna cast?
Never mind, I don't have anything that will help.
Oh, snap. Alright, so this water is freaking cold. You guys who failed take 12 points of cold damage.
You
So-
can't bring out his sword to warm us up first?
No, that's not going to work like that.
Too much water by volume.
Yeah, it would take a long time. This is much more water than was in the little pond with the frog.
How about, like, fire breath on us?
Kildrak gets 12. and then Deimos.
Wait,
gets
why did I have 15?
I don't know. Why did you have 15?
I shouldn't. I should be at 12 right now.
Okay, I think that's right.
Yeah, I added my. Oh,
No,
already
you
You
added
did it
mine?
already?
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, you had one from earlier. Okay, I got it. All
Holy
right,
shit, you just took 121
Someone
damage.
punched the door, remember?
all right, you guys are good.
That was Balanar.
Oh,
Balanar
no,
punched
that
the
was
door.
Balanar.
Deimos landed on the point of my sword.
That's right. Okay, that's everybody. All right, so you guys swim underneath the water. It's for about 100 feet. 100 feet of underwater swimming. And finally, at the end of the tunnel, you emerge into a room that's rather small, but it's dominated by a perfectly round hole in the center of the room. The hole is filled with water, and the water goes down into the dark. You can't really see how deep it goes down. Written along the wall in glowing runic text is something in Abyssal. So if anyone can read Abyssal, you can understand what's...
I do.
Alright. This is what it says.
Dancing Lights is cast.
I tell the group to enter the lair of the deep ones, enter the water, and speak aloud your greatest fear. Not lie to their magics.
Okay.
What? Right.
Okay, so Ashok, you step into the water and you say, "Flying spiders is my greatest fear." As you do so, the dark water that you're standing in glows slightly, like a faint reddish color.
Balanar steps into the water and goes, "Not avenging my tribe."
You mean failing at vengeance?
Yes.
Okay, as you step in, the color of the red color of the water grows in intensity.
I step up and say, failing Bahamut in my quest.
Inside the water, it flashes blood red again. This time the color is brighter.
I throw an arm around Elwin. You know, you should really join the Tempest team.
Team Tempest.
I
walk in there.
I go for my swan dive again as I'm in midair. I yell, Euphemia is my greatest fear.
roll dexterity or acrobatics. Roll acrobatics.
Not quite as acrobatic this time.
Okay, you impact the stone, and you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I attempt to catch him before he impacts the stone.
Roll athletics. You trip.
I'll hit the stone with
You
him.
slip and fall, and you both take 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
I tried.
I
But,
step into the thing and I say, I'm
Guys-
afraid I'm going to kill these two people.
okay, as you hit the water, Kildrak, the water flashes red. Euphemia, you stand in the water and you say, "I'm afraid I'm going to kill these people," and the water turns black, and
Lies.
and you feel a shudder.
Lies?
A shudder kind of shake through the room. Euphemia, roll me a Constitution saving
Why do
throw,
you think it's a lie?
because it's a freaking
Is that
lie.
your
Why do you think
greatest
it's a
fear?
lie?
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Euphemia.
Bullshit!
Okay, you're fine. You're fine.
Alright, I guess I'm the last one. I'll step in there. And I guess Deimos' greatest fear is being a weak ass bitch and losing his sweet ass cat.
The water glows bright red. Euphemia still has to do hers, though. Everyone has spoken except Euphemia.
Balanar starts tapping his wrist like he has a watch.
I asked Balanar
Right,
what a
that
watch
officer's
is.
light will go out.
Okay. As you speak about illustrated light, Euphemia, the water flashes red one more time, and then in this circular pool in the middle of the room, the water suddenly starts to spin and circle, forming a whirlpool. The effect grows stronger and stronger, and the bottom of the pool opens up, and you guys are sucked down through the floor in this whirlpool.
You know what I should have said for my fear? Should have said undead chickens.
A few seconds go by of tumbling in through the darkness and the depths. Water's churning all around you. You're spinning, you're flipping, and you're tumbling, but you're not really being battered against anything. It's just like being free spun through the water.
Balanar's holding his hands up, going, "Wee!"
You guys are all tied together, so you can feel the pull and the tug of your compadres around you. And after a few seconds, 15, 20 seconds, you guys are ejected from this whirlpool, and you land on top of a group of spongy plants on the ground. So you don't take any damage; you just kind of like splotch down on the ground. And as you look around the room, it's a large, kind of cavernous room, and directly above you is the bottom of this whirlpool, spiraling about 100 feet over your heads, suspended in the air.
What's above us?
The bottom of the whirlpool that you guys just came through. It's a spiral of water about 100 feet above you, suspended in the air.
I look at Deimos and I go, "So, how are we supposed to get out of here again?"
I don't know. That was above my pay grade.
What else is around the room? Anything else?
Yeah. You look around, and you see a massive door along one of the walls in this large cavern. In front of this door are 3 pedestals that are merged with the floor. Leading from these to the door, so connecting the pedestals to the door, are a strange set of runes carved into the ground.
And the runes?
So the runes are magical runes. They don't really say anything, but they're inscripted with power. So there's a door at the end of the hallway, at the end of the room. What the hell? I want to draw. Okay, there's a door at the end of the room. Rough door. And there's 3 pedestals on the ground in front of it. About 15 feet away from the door.
Anything on top of the pedestals?
On top of the first pedestal is a bowl. Or actually the pedestal is shaped like a bowl, and there's a knife sitting across it. On top of the second pedestal, there's a crude, like driftwood carved mask. And on the third pedestal, there's a stone amulet shaped like a skull. Along the bottom in Abyssal,
Mage hand?
along the bottom of each of these pedestals, or like along the edge of each pedestal, on the edge of the first pedestal, it says this. On the second pedestal, it says this. And the third says this.
Please tell me somebody reads Abyssal.
The price of body on the first one, price of mind on the second one, price of soul on the third one.
So
Well, everyone says price of body
Going
should
anywhere
be.
near that.
Balanar walks up to the bowl and slashes his hand and lets blood drip into it.
okay. As you do this, you take
Oh, that's a lot of dice.
6d6 slashing damage.
For knife? God.
And as you cut this knife into your hand, you can feel the blood being drawn into the knife, sucked out of your veins, as what normally would have been a very slight wound. You can feel the knife extracting from you its price. And not only that, but your maximum hit points go down by 18 as well.
Holy shit.
Oh shit.
Question:
Yes.
are we still in water?
No, this is firm ground.
Are these
Okay,
like
so
the
we're breathing air
18
right
hit
now.
points that come back after like a long rest and stuff like that?
You don't know. You haven't taken a long rest.
Alright.
A greater
Okay,
restoration
so-
will probably
And as you do that,
capture
as your blood
the
hits
break.
the surface of the table, of the pedestal, the runes connecting it to the door flash and glow red.
All right, where's the charisma one? Because I have no problem losing all of my charisma.
Remember, on the second one, there's a mask.
I would try
and
the mind one.
on the third one, there's a amulet.
Whatever. I'm up for
I
a
think the
challenge.
soul would probably
If
be
Balanar
that
can do it,
charisma.
I can do
Yeah,
it.
but-
I pick up the mask and I stick it on my face.
Okay.
I go for the intelligence one.
All right.
Or
So
the
That's the
mind one.
intelligence one.
So, Deimos, you reach over to the mask and you stick it on your face. As you do, tendrils sprout from the side of the mask and it wraps around the back of your head, firmly lashing the mask to your face. You begin screaming in agony as they burrow underneath the surface of your scalp. And the pain begins to induce flashes and visions in your mind. You see bright light, you see darkness, you see waves crashing on an infinite shore, you see tentacles and eyes in the depths of the darkness as a horrible presence fills your mind, and then it all fades away. Your wisdom
You know, guys,
is reduced by 4.
Blah.
we could probably get
Wisdom.
through this door without doing this.
As-
You know,
As you do so, after the visions fade, the mask releases off your face and clatters back down to the pedestal, and the runes on the ground light up in front of it.
What's
I
on
tell
the third
everybody
pedestal?
I wasn't crying or yelling. It was me just laughing at how silly it was.
It's
As I
an
wipe away
amulet.
my tears.
An amulet is on the third pedestal.
And
The
it's
mask?
the body one.
drew
Yes.
out his wisdom.
I go put it on.
Okay, Kildrak. As you walk up to the third pedestal, you take this rough rock-hewn amulet and you wrap it around your neck. And you instantly fall to your knees as it saps the strength and the vigor from your body. Your limbs go numb, and you feel unable to move even in an inch. Your armor seems like it's crushing you to the ground. A deep pain shoots through your body for about 30 seconds, and you again, just like Deimos did, you shriek in pain as a sensation courses through your body, right up your spine into your mind. After 30 seconds pass, the crushing sensation fades, and the amulet begins to glow. You lose 4 points of strength.
Well, shit. I thought that was Constitution.
Alright, I am going to.
So-
I
Also,
really
of
hope
course,
someone
you-
knows Greater Restoration.
As a matter of fact, I do, and I was going to cast it on myself.
And it doesn't
And
work.
me.
Alright,
Shit.
hold on 1 second here. Greater Restoration, 1 action. The range is touch. You imbue a creature you touch with positive energy to undo a debilitating effect. You can reduce the target's exhaustion level by 1 or end one of the following effects. Charmed or petrified.
Reduce target's ability scores. That's what I was looking at.
That does it. Okay, so who are you doing it to?
I was going to do it to me first.
Okay. You invoke your God of War, and you can feel the dark curse of this the penalty of this price that was laid upon you begin to shudder and eventually break across you. You gain your wisdom back.
And then I'm going to do it on Kildred too.
Okay. Same
Alright,
thing.
and don't ask for any 5th level spells because I'm out right now.
So you can't do it to Balanar?
No, he just had damage.
He had
Which
max-
what's the greater
shoot,
res-
I forgot about that.
the Greater Restoration? It will restore that, but he's out of 5th level spells now.
Yeah, I'm out of 5th level spells, so we'll have to do it later.
That's
Sorry.
what I was asking.
Yeah, well, I'm out of 5th level spells, so there's your
Lesser
answer.
I
restoration.
don't have that spell
Hear
either.
that?
No, I'm sorry. Sorry about the Balanar. For some reason, I was thinking you just took damage.
That's alright.
I'll fix it after a rest.
I actually rolled pretty bad on that damage roll. I
Thank
guess I did
God.
okay. It was below average, definitely. Okay. You place the amulet into the third pedestal, and the runes from that pedestal light up, and the door cracks open.
All right, team, let's do this.
Okay, you walk.
If you look into the door, do you see the stone or is it a hallway
It's another
before
room.
we enter?
It's another room through the doorway.
Can Balanar keep the knife?
It's inside the bowl right now. If you want to take the knife with you.
I'd leave it.
I'll
just
get it
in
on my way
case.
out.
Okay. You guys go
Oh,
through. You guys gonna go through the door?
Sure.
All
Might
right.
as well. I paid hit points for it.
You walk through the door, and as the last person walks through the door slams shut behind you, and you are in complete darkness.
I draw my sword
Cast
and
light
ignite it.
on my shield.
Okay. As your light fills the room, you see a suspended wall of water in front of you. It reaches all the way to the ceiling and to either side, to either wall. It stretches the entire surface of the room in front of you, which is not terribly large. You're guessing about 30 feet high and maybe 30 feet wide. Through the water, on the other side of the room, you can see the light of a distant doorway. Maybe about 100 feet in front of you.
All right. Do we see any like
Is there
traps or
anything
anything?
moving in the water?
Roll me perception, both of you. Deimos, no traps. You don't see any indentations in the floor, and you can't sense any kind of arcane traps or any kind of physical rigs or manipulations or anything like that. It seems to be like a wall of water suspended in front of you, kind of like what you saw at the other back in the last tunnel. Euphemia, you're peering into this set of water. It's really dark, but with your vision, you're able to make out a little bit of movement in the water ahead of you. Just briefly, a
A
flicker.
little bit of movement of something really big.
Something flickers in front of you as it moves by. It looks pretty fast.
Only one thing.
That's what you saw.
There's something
yeah.
in there probably that's going to try to kill us. Go through. That's what I tell everyone.
And that's me just randomly blasted in there with sacred flames.
Into the water.
Yep, just blasting everywhere.
You're firing your sacred flames into the water. Nothing's really happening. It's just like
Use up like all your spell.
No, that's a
cantrip.
cantrip. And it's
Oh,
it's
okay.
divine energy, so it doesn't go out in there. But I'm just gonna keep blasting.
Okay. You see flashes of light and deeper and farther away. Sacred Flame has a range, so it only goes out to as far as you can
Yeah, it's just
cast
60
it.
feet.
Okay.
Do we see anything more with these flickering lights?
With your natural 20 on perception, you see shadows of the same fast movement once in a while, just one time. And all the flames that you cast, you just see one glimpse of a shadow moving by.
If I send in my humanoid version using my dancing lights, the water, what happens?
If you send
Or that's
dancing,
what I do.
you send dancing light into the water.
Well, no, I'm going to shape my dancing lights. I'll
Okay,
send
so
it water to the water.
all right, let me see here.
You're super choppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't understand that.
I got the gist of it. She was saying that she was gonna turn her
You want me to
dancing
repeat
lights
that?
into a humanoid form and send it into the water.
Yeah, you can create 4 torch-sized lights within range. Okay, so you make a humanoid-sized ball of dancing light,
Can we
and you
merge?
send it into the water. What?
Can we do our like little merging
Remember,
of
it's,
spells
purple.
thing? Her casting dancing lights and me casting minor illusion. Will that help? Now how we did with the warding.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'll let that happen. So you create a minor illusion of an object, and it's something more material for the lights to coalesce into. So I'll say that can amplify the brightness a little bit. You send it out into the water, and as it goes out, you can see it's slightly distorted visually because the water is moving around it. So it's just like looking into a pond. It moves out into the darkness ahead of you, and it presses out for 120 feet. As it goes forward, you just see an aura of light around it, stretching out about 25 or 30 feet around it. And it just sits there in the middle of this lake in front of you.
I'm gonna
Alright,
start
guys.
pulling it back.
Okay. As it comes back, you catch a shudder of movement at the very edge of the light range. Another of this flicker passing by, but this time it wasn't. They weren't really expecting the light to come back. I'll say that. So you see. Oh crap! Where's my picture? Oh, I don't have a picture. Never mind, you see nothing. I forgot to bring it in. You see a
Well, we still
shadow of
see it,
movement.
don't we?
Yeah, you can see a shadow of movement. It looks like a humanoid, medium-sized creature. All you see is the edge of it as it's covered in black scales. Move through the edge of your vision.
Alright, should we just try to go for it, guys?
We still have our water thing, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, for a while now.
Yeah, let's go.
Balanar tries to dive through it.
Okay, so you guys have, let me see here. You guys have have fought in water enough, I'll say that, or at least the one time, to know that the rules of underwater fighting are slightly different. You guys remember that? I'll just give you that much of a warning.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
I don't remember what it is.
We don't hit very hard in the water. And maybe other stuff.
Okay. So as long as you
I
guys
got
are
some
ready.
tricks. I got some tricks that'll make it a little bit easier, guys. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. Alright, you guys move forward. You're walking along the bottom of this water, and you step into this, and you're instantly surrounded by this water, so you're walking at the bottom of a lake, basically. You don't have a problem doing so because you're breathing. You have your underwater breathing. Let me just double check the underwater breathing spell. Okay, so it doesn't give you a swim speed. So your swim speed is half your movement speed if you're swimming, and it's difficult terrain underneath this water, so you can't really move your full speed. Alright, so when making a melee attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses if it's beyond your normal range, and against a target within range, the attack has disadvantage unless the weapon is a crossbow or a weapon that is thrown, like a javelin, a spear, a trident, or a dart. Crossbows function normally. And everything underneath the water has resistance to fire damage.
Should we
Okay.
try pulling it out of the water? Like luring it out with someone live?
You guys are in the water right now. The tunnel ahead of you reaches for about 150 feet to the doorway on the other side. And it's all water from here to there.
Alright. Well, I'm just gonna try to book it and run as fast as I can while I'm using not attacking, just the dodge action.
Okay. For the sake of this, I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Before all of that, Balanar's gonna stow his greatsword and have out the trident.
Alright, you're playing with the trident? Okay, so, who's in the lead? Who's first?
Doc.
So far, Ashok.
Is that your marching order? Ashok is in the lead.
Yeah, we'll just do it straight
Uh,
down the list.
I thought you meant
Killed-
like who's
Sorry.
faster.
I meant marching order.
Kildrak.
I'm like second to last. I'm in front of whoever's last.
What a
my
pansy.
initiative, my initiative should be 14. I don't know why it gave me a +4 when I have a +3.
Weird. Do you have something that gives you plus to initiative?
Well, I had the ion gem, which gave me a +2 to Dex, and that was +4 Dex mod. But since I'm not attuned to it, I shouldn't have that anymore.
That is really weird. I don't know why it gave you a +4.
Might be because I rolled it from the quick slot.
Oh, maybe. Okay, so I'll give you a 14. Okay. At the beginning, you guys are walking across the bottom of this lake, and it's kind of dark, but you have your lights up, so you're able to see in an aura of 20 feet around you. As you're walking forward, trudging along slowly, Deimos, you feel, as you perceive, as much as you see it, as you feel it, you can feel like the movement of water kind of surge in your direction as this creature. Let me see here. Did I share that? Okay, the map is coming across, so give me a second here. On the combat tracker, this creature comes surging towards you, moving like a torpedo through the water. Okay? He swims straight at you and kind of like a swipe, a side swipe, just dashes right past you. And misses as he swims by. He turns around and attacks 2 more times.
He should also have disadvantage. If it matters.
That's right. So this one was a hit. I'll roll it one more time for disadvantage. That's a miss. Wait.
I have before he walked in the water, I put the Divine Shield on, so I have +2. So I'm at 23 right now.
Okay. Alright, so with your Divine Shield, you can see the light of Radiant Energy deflect his attack as he dashes by you. And then he kind of swims off away. Okay. Ashok, you're up. Underneath the water, you have disadvantage on range attacks as long as you're underneath the water. Okay, you reach back to draw your bow, but you reach back, and as you pull it out, you realize that you have this scimitar in your hand.
That just reminded me of what's that show where that guy can't drop that item? It just appearing in his hand over and over again.
Okay, so you walk up. It's all your movement to get to it, but you see it come by Deimos, and you're able to get within range of it for a quick slash. Now this is disadvantaged because it's a slashing attack. Okay, that hits. Nice, you reach out and you're able to slash it, even with the disadvantage on the attack. Okay. and that's a miss. Your second attack swings, and he is already well out of your reach. Alright, wait, why are you rolling again? You attacked twice already. Yeah, that was your 2 attacks. Oh, okay. So you're dual wielding this? Okay, so you have another scimitar?
He has
Yeah, your
a
silver
silver
scimitar.
one.
Okay. The silver scimitar hits.
He's
Okay.
still he looks over to the other hand, and it's still that same +2 scimitar again.
Actually, you're right. You look over to the other hand, and you realize that that's at that hand now. But you still manage to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, just roll it.
You're dual wielding one sword. I like
Okay.
that.
So it's got 3. There's 3 off that damage because it has you don't have the dual wielding feat, but you manage to connect with it solidly, and that's it for your turn. Off in the distance, another of these fish people swarms up to you, just speeding towards you, Ashok, and he attacks with his torpedo attack. Hits, and because of this high speed that he's moving, he reaches out with his claw and slashes it and rakes across your side as he speeds past you. He's going to continue his movement, and he's going to come up to you, Deimos, and finish off his attacks on you. Disadvantage on this. Oh, I rolled a natural 20 on the other one. And he's going to roll again with disadvantage twice, and he will miss. And that will be his turn. Balanar, you're up.
Can I get up to him? Is that my full movement?
That's your full movement. I'll say you can do it.
Okay. So, Raging, Reckless.
Alright. So you're disadvantaged too, because of your slap. Oh, you're using the
Oh,
trident,
using
right?
Trident. Yep.
Okay.
And, going to attack him with the Trident.
Okay. You stab. That would be a hit. It's a good thing you had Reckless on. Okay. You poke him.
Yep. Pretty damn sure.
He goes,
Gonna poke him again with the Trident.
he says, I think that hurt.
And on top of that, I'm going to add a trip attack.
Shouldn't that do +2 damage?
Yeah, it should. So that should have been a 9.
Yeah, that should have been a 9. I wonder why it didn't trigger on Fantasy Grounds. Oh, the trident. Here, that should be melee.
Oh. I was hitting the wrong one. I was
Yeah,
hitting the...
you're doing the range attack. Okay, it would have triggered on the melee attack. Okay.
Mm. So
So that's a hit. Roll the melee one.
Yeah, and I also am adding a trip attack on top of that.
Okay. Alright, so you hit him.
That should have been +6. Take 2 away from that.
Okay.
Why didn't it roll the, because I didn't hit the button.
Yeah, so roll the d8. Okay, so 3 more to him. Okay. He fails. So he is knocked prone in the water as much as he can.
Well, it's my turn.
Alright. So let's see, that one's prone in front of you.
I think it added it already.
Yeah, I guess you can be prone underwater, right?
He's laying on his back.
Yeah,
like
he's
a dead goldfish.
Yeah, I
figured
guess
it's
so.
like you're disoriented or something like that.
Okay.
Don't know your ups from the downs.
Yeah, you come in with this trident and your new battle master feat. You just like stab him in the leg, and it kind of throws him off course, kind of damaging one of his maneuvering fins, and he's kind of floundering in the water just a little bit. Out of the water, ahead of you, comes speeding. I'll say he was over here, speeding by you, Kildrak, is another of these fish guys. He comes by and he takes a slash at you and misses. Attacks you again. This one will hit. And slashes a third time for a natural 20. As his claws just rake into your back almost. He came speeding out of the water behind you. Just raking across your back. And he'll speed off in this direction. Elwin, you're up. And Deimos, you're on deck.
Alright. I'm going to take a look at all three of those creatures. And I will cast Slow.
Alright, 2 failures. Alright, so they have -2 armor, disadvantage on dex saves,
And only one attack.
yeah, that's right. And half movement speed, right?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Anything else?
My turn. Nope.
Okay, Deimos, you are up. Kildrak, you're on deck.
Alright, I'm gonna swim around this guy, try to sock him.
Okay.
Do I have disadvantage on this when he's prone?
Prone gives you advantage.
Yeah, but
But
you had
it's disadvantage to
because
water, so
you're in the
regular?
water. Regular.
Yeah, so yeah, click disadvantage to give yourself regular.
So that was a 5.
Here, let me... Okay, yeah, so 5,
Plus 11, 16,
so
that hits.
16.
That
Okay.
hits. Okay, you
Can you
bust
take,
this
take one of... is that right?
Yes,
Oh,
right.
that is right. Okay, yeah.
You crack him in the back of the head.
So you'd have advantage on anything 5 feet from me, anyways.
Oh, maybe that's why I did it. I don't know.
Well, no, they cancel each other out. It doesn't matter the number of
Yeah.
advantage and disadvantage you have. But I'm just saying, even if he wasn't prone, you'd have advantage on it, anyways.
And then I'm
Okay.
gonna jump on top of him.
Yeah, you grapple him. I'll roll his dex just for the hell of it, but
So,
there's
yeah, I
no
don't
way
know
he's
how it
making
works when
30.
you're prone.
Yep. So he is grappled as well. Okay. Grappled and prone.
He's got -2 on saving throws as well.
Yeah, he's busted. All right, Kildrak, you're up. Euphemia, you're on deck.
You have
Okay,
plus
hold on
15
1 second,
to
I'm reading something.
athletics.
Yeah, Deimos has. It's pretty sick.
Powerlifting in the Olympics. It's Mike's stupid strength and then like double proficiency.
Yeah. He got expertise in athletics.
Yep.
He bargained
And
for it.
Okay, so I believe I'm casting Cure Wounds on.
Okay.
Yeah,
On yourself?
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, because he hit me pretty bad.
Okay. So go ahead, target yourself, and cast Cure Wounds. So that's at level 1. Okay. So go ahead and take off a level 1 spell. You could cast it at a higher spell if you wanted to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna cast it at like 3rd level.
Okay, so roll 2d8.
3d.
2d8.
One
2
for
more.
you.
Yeah. Roll
2
2
more. Yeah.
Alright, you can heal yourself for 12 more. Oh, wait. Alright, so
I
you
just
cast it
I
two
just
more.
14.
clicked I just clicked Cure Wounds more times than I'm gonna mark off a 3rd level spell.
Okay, but your modifier does not kick in 3 times.
so it's 13 then.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, I
fixed your hit
lied.
points.
12. I'm retarded.
Oh, you fixed it. Yeah, I forgot
fixed
about
it.
modifier.
Okay. All right. So you cast you raise your hands, and the the power from your new god Tempest kind of flows through your paladin self, and you feel some of your strength come back to you, your health come back to you. Anything else?
I wish there was a way to...
I'm gonna cast Divine Favor as a bonus. Oh, nope, that's a level 1 spell. Can't do it. Never mind.
Correct.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay, Euphemia, you are up.
Shit. Do I have any knowledge of Underdark water-based creatures or beasts?
Not particularly. You wouldn't really have a reason
not?
to, I don't think. Is there anything specific you're trying to figure out?
I'm looking for something that's more lore-friendly than this. To use polymorph with.
You've seen sharks. You've seen a giant octopus.
What can I do, like a Underdark version of what I just sent you?
Okay, so a large sea monster like that. Let me see what I have here real quick. I will say, okay, you can pull up a sea serpent. This is one of those things that Sassaline summoned to drag you guys, to lead you guys down into the water, down below.
Not sure what you're talking about.
Here. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
How many attacks do I get?
Just the one. Okay. You gotta hurry up. There's these things are moving fast. They're about to spin around and attack you again.
So if I turn into that, though, do I get normal movement speed?
Yes.
Do I get my... I don't get disadvantages or anything like that?
Correct.
Can I have more health?
No, that's what this creature is.
Ah. I'll cast Polymorph into that.
Okay. So you shimmer and you shake, and your form stretches out in front of you, and you turn into this large sea serpent-like creature. And I'll make its initiative align with yours, and I will give you its sheet. Alright, so that's you. So that was your action.
Yeah, is there anything else I can do? Or...
You have movement and bonus action.
Oh, before I did that, could I have done Bardic Inspiration?
Sure.
I'll give it to Deimos, I guess.
Okay, Deimos, you have
You
Bardic
just-
Inspiration.
Yeah.
Alright. So Gilman number 1, the speedy guy who's by Ashok, he's gonna slash at you once. Ashok. He's gonna miss. I'll do it one more time. What the hell? Misses both
slowed.
times. And he'll speed off away from you. And he'll come to... He'll do like a torpedo side-swiping attack against the sea serpent.
He's slowed. He can only make one attack.
Oh, you're right. Okay, never mind. He does none of that. He just misses once against Ashok. Your turn, Ashok.
And he can't do any reactions, Ashok, so you can swim.
Okay, you manage to hit him because of his slow and because of your sword. You reach out and you slash him with your scimitar, and you still do damage. Yeah, you cut deep into him. Nice. Your second attack reaches out, and you hit him again. There you go, cutting deep into him. Okay. Alright, I'll add that back. That hits also, man. That slow spell kicks ass. Alright, you slash him 3 times with the same sword as it jumps between your hands because you can't really hold anything else. And while you're doing that, wait, that was you hit 3 times already. Yeah, you only get one offhand attack, Ashok. You realize that this scimitar is not a +2 scimitar. It's actually a -2 scimitar. But you're still managing to make contact. This Gillman in front of you, Deimos, the one that you're grappling, he's going to reach out with his claw attack and try to hit you. He misses horribly, and he can't attack again because he's slowed. Balanar, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna stab into it with the Triton of Fish command.
Okay, go ahead and roll those attacks.
I'm actually gonna reckless and then stab into it with the Triton of Fish command.
Okay. And while you're doing that, I'm going to take the Gillman's turn. He's going to rush over here. He's going to speed by you, Elwin. And
I get an opportunity attack, don't I?
No, you do not. These guys are immune to opportunity attacks.
Why do I have Elwin targeted? Or why do I have Kildrak targeted?
Oh no, my
Where
bad.
are they immune?
Sorry. They have an ability that makes them immune. Yeah, sorry, Balanar. I misclicked that. Sorry.
Okay, it's not the water then.
Correct. Yeah, it's their it's one of their abilities. They cannot be hit with opportunity attacks. Elwin, this guy's gonna just charge by you and swing at you a couple times. Or 3 times because he has 3 attacks. And he misses all 3. Wow.
Nice.
And he has speed off into the dark. Alright. Did you finish your attacks, Balanar?
Yeah.
Alright. So, Elwin, your turn.
Ah, that dude that just came at me. Get it? I'm gonna point at him. Actually, I'm gonna twin this spell.
Okay.
Spell 4. I'm gonna spend 4 sorcery points. Twin. Attack the one that's fighting Ashok, and the one that just swam by me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. Wow. Okay, you blight both of them. You see the necrotic energy reach out and grasp them, and they shudder underneath its horrifying pressure. They're not too happy about that.
That's my turn.
Okay, Deimos, you are up, and Kildrak,
All
you're
right.
coming next.
I'm gonna use my attack to do this. And then, yeah.
Wait, what is that?
Do I want to click on this?
He's gonna rock bottom. That's awesome.
Okay.
I have.
Okay, you're gonna rock bottom him.
Yep.
Wait, what is all that stuff you just did?
Oh, I got a crit somehow.
You crit him. 1d8.
So I should
Extra.
have. It should
That's
be
right,
4d4. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on there. That was with your attack. Okay. Yeah, you bust the crap out of him. You just pick him up and you just like rock bottom him down into the concrete or the rock ground. You can see his scales split as he lands on like a jagged stone, and dark oozing blood spill out from behind him. He shrieks, and you can see his sharp teeth gnash in front of you. Okay, what's this?
All right. And then I quickly get on top of him, pull one leg up, so I have his back on the ground, and I'm waiting for a ref to come and count to 3 on him as I'm pinning him to the ground even more.
Yeah, you rolled animal handling, not athletics.
Oh, did I?
Well, it's okay. As you're animal handling him, your cat pops her head out of your tunic, and she slashes him across the face.
Nice.
She'll swipe him across the face. He'll take... Ooh, she hits him in the eye. He takes 6 points of slashing damage. Okay, Kildrak, you're up.
Okay, how do I untarget myself? Because I definitely don't want to do what I'm about to do myself.
Control click on your token.
Okay, I got it. And then one more moment.
Okay. Euphemia, you're coming up next.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna chromatic orb this guy.
Okay.
Because I can do frost damage with that, can't I?
Yes, you can.
Because what I want to try to do is I want to see if I can like freeze the water around them and get them stuck.
Okay. Go ahead and target him, and then cast the spell. That's a miss. Your orb flies out through the water, but this one is the one that's not slowed, so he's actually still pretty nimble and agile. He spins, and you can see the orb. What would have been a hit, as he twists around, it just kind of his body kind of slinks out of the path of the orb, and it goes off into the darkness.
Hey Midas,
Yo.
if I would use my crystal of brightness, since I already have a concentration spell up, would that count as a second concentration spell? Or
Blindness is not a concentration spell, so
okay, cool.
yeah. Go ahead and make sure you check off that spell, Kildrak, because it still costs you the spell slot.
Fine.
Anything else? Euphemia, you're up. Next. Euphemia.
Oh, I thought you were still going.
Oh. Kildrak, did you have any other actions?
Is he?
I don't think so. He doesn't have any bonus actions, and he cast a spell already. It is your turn.
Yep, I'm done.
You're gonna have to target Gilman too for me.
Okay.
Get him to swim over there and make an attack.
Alright, 1 second. Let me target you. Okay, go ahead. You hit him. Yeah, you bite into him, and you can feel your teeth sink in, and the poisonous, nasty, what do you call it? The vile slime that comes out of the glands in your throat. They pump poison into him, and he is greatly affected by it.
Poison for their, I don't know how many rounds.
Yep. Okay. So that's your attack, and you are, he's pretty not happy that he's poisoned. Number 1 in front of you, Ashok, is going to lash at you with his single attack, because he really can't do anything else being slowed. And that will be a hit. He snarls, and you can see the flash of green in his eyes as his claws bite into your skin. Okay, your turn, Ashok.
What does poison do again?
If they're poisoned, they have disadvantage on attacks and something else. Let me check.
Okay. Constitution saves, probably.
Attacks and ability checks.
Oh.
You're still hitting with your -2 scimitar. All right, you slash out with your -2 scimitar, and you lop off his head. His split body, his divided body in 2 pieces, kind of just drifts off into the water, away from you. Using your movement, you step over. All right, that's a hit.
question. How does that scimitar be at -2 even though I used an identify spell on it?
Because it was heavily disguised. It was a cursed scimitar. That was part of its disguise.
Do you have to be like attuned to get that -2?
No, he just needs to pick it up. He just needs to
Aw,
use
man.
it to draw the weapon.
We should hold on to that and just stick it in someone we're fighting's hands, so they have a -2 scimitar while they're fighting us.
No, you only have half your movement speed underwater, Ashok, so that's a little bit too far for you. Okay. All right, Balanar, I believe it's your turn.
Balanar's gonna move up to here,
That's all your movement, pretty much.
and he gets put on with the wolf. I'm gonna reckless, and I'm going to use a trip attack on this one.
Okay. That would be a hit.
And I'm using my using it as a two-handed weapon. I grabbed it with my other hand and stabbed him.
Okay. All right, you plunge
Then
it
he-
deep into him. You can see the yeah, and you plunge it into him, and you like kind of force him down with the prongs of the trident. He's kind of he's held in place for the moment. So he's knocked prone, essentially.
Can I actually, while he's knocked prone, use like my other attack to hold him prone, to grapple him prone with the trident, like the trident stabbing him into the ground?
Sure, I'll allow that. Make an athletics check. Yeah, you got him. I mean, yeah, let me just roll contested. But he's prone already, so he would have disadvantage on this roll. There's no way he's getting out of that. Yep. Okay, so he's pinned down. You basically have your trident like shoved through his leg, and impaled into the ground underneath him. So he's like completely stuck there.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. For his turn, he's gonna lash out at you with his claws. Since you're pretty much the only thing that's in front of him, he hits. And he slashes 2 more times, just in like a frenzied rage, and misses with that third attack. Elwin, your turn.
I'm gonna point my wand of magic missiles, and all except one charge.
Okay. The streamers, like bright white streamers, flash out from the tip of your wand, and they all go plummeting, boom, 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 pummeling this creature as he takes all this force damage. He's there writhing and wriggling at the end of Balanar's trident, kind of like a stuck pig, just like held in place there. He's not doing too well.
Dudes can take a hit, man. My
Yeah.
turn.
Deimos, you're up.
All right. I look down at the captain and tells like, "Well, we're gonna finish this," and I'm gonna run up and I'm gonna drop my elbow into its face, and I'm gonna instruct the captain to do the exact same.
Okay,
You're gonna people's elbow it.
that's a hit. Both would have been a hit, so that's fine. Okay, and you come pummeling into him, and you jab the pointy part of your elbow. Now you're wearing plate armor, this demon plate armor, so it's actually pretty pointy and sharp, and you just bust it into his head. You can hear the cracking of bone underneath as your arm impacts him. The cat jumps out of your pouch. And he goes leaping forward, fangs bared, claws out, and she comes down and she slams her elbow into it.
Nice. Does it take a
That's what that
damage?
D4 is.
Oh, snap!
Oh.
Oh.
That's like a crit for a cat.
And she does 4 points of damage to it. As she people's elbows its eye. Alright, Elwin, your turn. Alright, Kildrak, your turn.
Ray of Frost.
And Euphemia, you're next. That is a hit. You strike it with this this ice spell, and you can see that as it hits his body, the chill that reaches over him makes him sluggish. His movements are slower. He's still writhing in place. His skull cracked. His leg stuck to the seafloor, and he's writhing. But his movements and his muscles and his arms grow sluggish.
So the water's not frozen around.
There's pieces of ice and crystallizing around him, but the spell is not large enough to actually like make him a cube or anything like that.
Dang it.
Okay, Euphemia, your turn.
I have advantage, right?
Yes. Oh, and you still miss.
I guess I'm done.
Okay. Ashok. Yeah, you can get within range. I'll say that you can step into place like right there and reach out and slash at him. You're in water, so you can swim like in 3 dimensions. So you're actually like a little bit higher than him. Okay. That is a hit. Ashok is the MVP here. He got all 3 killing blows. So here's this writhing, half frozen, busted up, scaled creature, and Ashok just comes down, hauling his scimitar, just swinging it straight down, and splits his skull. He lets out a death shriek. Underneath the water, it's garbled and not quite loud or anything like that, but you can feel the reverberations ripple through the water, muffled, but you can still hear his death shriek. And as he does, the spell holding the walls of water in place shatter, and the whole entirety of this small lake, or it's like an indoor contained water area that you're in, flushes out and pulls you along with it. You guys rush down the hall, the length of this room, into the narrow doorway, and are thrown out along with all the gallons and thousands of gallons of water behind you, ejected forcefully far into the next chamber. All right. Alright, you find yourselves in a very large chamber.
Full of water?
It is not.
Emma flapping around on the floor.
Yes, Euphemia is flapping around on the floor.
Did everyone else take damage since they got ejected?
Nope.
No, the water kind of just washed you out, so you float out with it. I won't say there's any damage taken. Your character is cannot
I'll
breathe.
remove my disenchantment.
You're gonna let go of your spell?
Yeah.
Can I pass a few heals out when we stand up?
Yeah. Okay, you guys have a little bit of time. You're in this large room.
Why don't we just do a short rest?
You can try a short rest.
I'm
Let's
down
do a
for it.
short rest.
Actually, if we're gonna attempt a short rest, I'm gonna use my second wind
Okay. I'm
for
not
the
gonna-
short rest.
You guys, if you're gonna cast spells, go ahead and cast them.
What about hit dice?
You'd
I don't know if
you'd
a
have
short
you'd have
rest
to
right
pass
here
a
would be the
short
best.
rest, and you guys don't do that quite yet. Because looking around the room, you see a cave with abyssal writings scribbled all along the walls, all over the place, kind of like graffiti across the walls. This horrible images and jagged shapes and stuff all along the lines of the walls, the ceiling, the floor. It's everywhere, carved deep into the rock. In the center of this large cavern is a black pool of water, a large black pool of water, about 50 feet across. As you guys stand up, you guys take a couple of minutes to cast some spells, but you're all immediately aware that you are not alone in this room.
Can I pass out some lay on hands?
You have 4 levels of Paladin, so you have 20 points.
20
of lay on hands.
points.
Yeah. You want to use it all on yourself, or what do you want to do?
Definitely not all on myself.
Okay. You see people's hit points on the combat tracker, so decide how you want to do it, and you can divvy those out.
I yell out really loud, and I'm just like, I can tell someone's here. Why don't you just come on out?
What do I read on the wall? So I read Abyssal.
You glance.
Let's go 5 points to myself, 5 points to Balanar, 5 points to Deimos, and then 5 points left over.
Okay.
Oh,
I
thank
fixed
you
that
kindly.
first. There you go. So you have 5 left.
As I'm running around the room touching everybody.
Yeah. Where are you touching them?
Pedophile.
Yet to be determined.
I think that's what we're all doing. We're both just running around touching people.
You're all just running and touching people. You slap Balanar on the ass. You
I intimately grope Deimos.
I grab him really tight to me and I kiss him on the nose.
As you cast Lay on Hands and he casts Cure
I
Wounds.
feel the strongest of romances coming on.
Okay. Elwin, you glance at the walls, and a little bit of horror fills you as you realize that the inscriptions along the wall are they reflect a deep, dark history. What you can tell in the brief glimpses that you're getting is that certain elements of the past are recorded on the wall, but they seem skewed. They seem as if they're written from a perspective that's not the normal historical perspective. You see a few mentions of the sundering, of the rending. I mean, you see some accounts of creation, varied accounts from different like viewpoints. All of them are twisted a little bit and like perverted almost. And then all of you, as one, hear this voice booming in your minds, echoing, reverberating, almost louder than a sound of a spoken sound could. It says, "You dare intrude upon my domain. None have ventured here for hundreds of years. I shall feast tonight. It has been a good long time since I have fed." And the water in the pool bubbles, black and inky. Okay, do you guys...
Balanar shouts, "Bring it on, freak!"
I'm gonna throw my 10 daggers on the floor, just to be ready to cast my spell.
Okay, you pull those out. Alright, anyone else want to do anything?
Balanar's
I
gonna
pull my maul out. Actually, the
gonna
Warhammer.
stow the trident, pull out the greatsword, and ignite it.
I cast
You don't have
Divine
that
Strike
decurse.
randomly.
Deimos, you don't have that ability
No,
to
I'm out of
curse,
5
like,
spells.
right now?
Nope. It's still out.
Okay.
I start, casting Divine Strikes everywhere. As I'm yelling for him to get his bitch ass out here.
The water in the pool begins to surge upward and rise and fill the room quickly. It's black, it's dark, it's inky. And you guys find yourself submerged in the depths of this water. And you catch glimpses of tentacles. You catch glimpses of this huge, shifting shape in front of you. Everyone, roll me one hell of an initiative check.
I wish you'd just roll us initiative automatically.
Oh, what fun would
The
that
one
be?
time I get a good one.
What fun would that be if you guys couldn't roll your own initiative?
Because I always roll like 1 to 5. First time I got it.
Just out of curiosity, has it been a minute since the last fight?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Euphemia, you act first. Now that's very dark, very black and inky. You guys actually, yeah, you have limited vision, but that's what you see. Are you gonna try to perceive ahead of you or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna proceed.
Roll me a perception check.
Ah,
Okay.
I know what we're gonna fight. And it's suck.
Let me
Oh, you
change
do?
this up a little
I
bit.
think so.
Oh,
How do you know what you're gonna fight?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about something very, very strong that lives in water.
All right, let me do this.
DM.
Yes, sir.
On my spell slots, I marked off a first level spell when I should have marked off a third level spell.
You used two spells. You used Chromatic Orb and you used Cure Wounds. One at level 1 and one.
And I
level
also used I used something else. I used Divine Favor.
you can actually, I think, change them if you want.
You used Divine Favor.
Yes, I used Divine Favor as a first level spell, Chromatic Orb as a third level, and Cure Wound as a third level.
Okay. So what do you want to do?
So I need 3 first level spells left over and 1 third level.
You should be able to click them on your,
Yeah, you can do it yourself.
yeah.
I thought it was one of those things where once I click it, I was screwed.
Nope, you're good. You can do it yourself. Okay. So Euphemia, that's what you see. There's a cloud of blackness and darkness ahead of you. The water itself is heavily obscured.
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay. What's the DC? Is it Dexterity save?
Uh, yep, Dexterity save.
Okay.
And I don't see it at all.
Your DC is a minus. Is your proficiency plus your 8 plus proficiency plus your primary character modifier. So 4 plus
Oh.
8, so 16. So this is DC 16 Dexterity save. It fails. You
Nice.
see the glittering outline of something in this murky depths. It looks kind of like this.
But we have disadvantage now. I mean,
That's exactly
we
what
have
I thought.
advantage now.
Well, if we
I didn't
had
get a picture.
disadvantage, now we have regular.
No, I mean we have advantage now because of Fairy Fire, but I didn't get a picture.
I think
No,
he's
that's the
loading
thing.
it.
If we had disadvantage at something, Fairy Fire would just even it out, wouldn't it?
We didn't have disadvantage. I misspoke.
Each object in a 20-foot cube within range
Are
is
you sure?
outlined in blue or green or violet light. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it. And the affected creature or object can't benefit from being visible. I'm going to say you guys have, since it's in this black, inky water, you would have had disadvantage on attacks, but with the Fairy Fire you have advantage, so you guys attack normally.
Sweet.
Okay?
Gotcha.
Alright, so
Okay.
Euphemia, that's your action. Anything else? Don't forget to check on your...
Were we supposed to
this-
get a picture?
Can you
Yeah,
see
I
the map?
didn't get a picture.
Can you see it? Oh,
Yeah.
you can't see it on the map. Alright, hold on a second. It's under the black, I forgot. One second. Euphemia, do you have anything else on your turn?
I was gonna ask if Deimos still has.
I think it lasts for, what, 10 minutes?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
I hope so.
What are you talking
That's
about?
why I'm asking the GM.
If you have what?
Oh, yeah.
Does Deimos still have inspiration?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm going to do. I should say combat inspiration. I'll give it to Elwin.
Okay, Elwin, you have a D10, I think, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 10 now?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Okay, a D10 of inspiration. All right, if that's your turn, it is his turn next. He is going to. Euphemia, make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it a charm or something?
Sorry, who had to make it?
Yes, it is charmed. Yeah, it's a charm.
Do I have advantage against it?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw. Okay. You hear this booming presence in your mind shudder throughout your consciousness. And the first thing that happens is you can feel yourself forcefully releasing your Fairy Fire concentration spell. And the effect fades. And the outline of the creature disappears from your guys' sight. Alright, Ashok, you're up.
Oh, wasted its turn. Nice.
You can't see
You
it?
can see an outline of it.
Not anymore.
I thought Fairy Fire was on it.
No, she dropped
You
it.
made me remove it.
Well, then again, she'd also waste his turn too, so overall, success.
Somewhat of advantage.
I think the only thing you can do is throw a bunch of AoEs in there and hope for the best.
If you want to fire blindly at it, you'll have no, it won't help. It's heavily obscured. It's thick, inky water. You'll have disadvantage on an attack. You would have had it anyway. I mean, because
We're underwater again, right?
yeah. As you're thinking, Ashok, you hear the voice reverberating in your head, and it says, "You dare to attack me? I, who have been here before the world began, who watched the creation of this pathetic plane, watched the gods in all their naivete. So you're casting Thorns? Or Spike Growth? Alright, 20-foot radius. 6 damage. When a creature moves into or within the area... Okay. And for every 5 feet it travels, it takes 2 more d4 piercing damage. Okay, so you raise your hands, and immediately, within this 20-foot radius on the ground, the thorns and spiky tendrils leap out of the floor. They reach up, and they flow in the water, swaying back and forth, kind of like seaweed, almost, through the blacky darkness at the center of this room. I will say, yeah, he'll take the 6 damage. Okay. Anything else? And if you guys are coming up next, you be thinking about what you're going to be doing. Deimos, your turn.
Alright.
Elwin, you're
All
next.
I do is I'm going to back up a little bit to make room for us if he decides to come out. And then I'm going to demand for him.
It's a little too far.
to,
You have half
oh,
movement.
sorry. That good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry, I meant up there.
That's good.
I'm going to yell at him, and I'm going to demand that he comes out and fights us like a man. If he's so old and powerful, he shouldn't be afraid of us little weaklings. And I'm going to blast... I doubt I can hit. I don't think I can see him, but I'm going to blast a Sacred Flame in there.
You know, I don't think you have to see for Sacred Flame.
Let me check. It's yeah, on a creature you can see within range, so
Oh.
you can't see him.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna blast randomly in there, just to
Roll
antagonize
me a
him.
d20. Alright, you know what? I'll say that you hit him. So go ahead
Ooh.
and target the aboleth on the combat tracker. And roll your Sacred Flame. He fails. Go ahead and roll damage. You hear this roar reverberating through your mind as the radiant damage strikes him. He says, "You want the pain. You want to feel the torment of 1,000 years. Very well then. It is yours." Okay. I'm going to say that a tendril reaches out of the darkness and flicks out. It can't quite reach you, Deimos, but it does strike out at Balanar. It will hit. And Balanar, you see this heavy tentacle fly out through the water, smashes against your form. Elwin, it's your turn.
Can I use my reaction to like grab it?
No, you can't.
Oh, you knew what was coming next after that one.
I'm just saying it's not within your skill set.
I'm gonna cast my spell, bring my daggers to life. All
Okay.
10 of them.
All right. Unfortunately,
And I'm gonna-
daggers are piercing.
Okay.
Yep.
What's that mean? What do you mean?
What's wrong with piercing?
So they don't
Yeah,
have
what's
they
wrong?
don't have disadvantage in the water, but I guess that's yeah, they don't have disadvantage in the water.
They have disadvantage?
They don't.
They don't have disadvantage in the water. And your daggers also have blind sight, so they're not obscured by the blackness, so they get straight attack rolls on him.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna send all 10 of them in.
All right, go ahead and target him. And go ahead and roll. Let's see what's the easiest way to do that. Roll me 10 d20s. You can do that. Just it'll be faster this way.
You already set up the macro for the attack for my daggers.
All right, you want to just click it 10 times? Go ahead, that's fine too. That's a miss. It's a hit. That's a hit. It hits too.
How many has that been?
You have 3 more. Miss. Miss. Hit. Alright, these animated daggers fly out through the water and they plunge straight into the heart of this inky blackness, and you can hear shrieks of primordial pain as they surge forward and, able to detect its presence, dash through and cut his form.
Next time I'll just roll all 10 at the same time, and then I'll roll the damage afterwards.
Yeah. It'd be easier to just roll 10 d20s. Like, it won't, yeah. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, Balanar, you're up.
I'm gonna put away my my sword, seeing as we're still underwater, and I'm gonna move over here next to Deimos.
Okay.
Dodge.
Alright, you dodge. Does that end your turn? Yeah, that ends your turn. Okay, between you guys, after you finish your turn, he's going to use his legendary action, and Euphemia, you feel his presence still in your mind, crushing and scraping at the edges of your consciousness. The pain is excruciating. He reaches out and it causes you 30 points of psychic damage, and he heals that amount. Kildrak, it's your turn.
Gonna witch this motherfucker. I don't have to see him to do that.
Witch Bolt, you said?
That's correct.
You gotta make a spell attack against him, so you can roll it with disadvantage, since you can't see him.
It doesn't say I have to see it, though. I just have to know it exists.
Yeah, but it's still a ranged
That's
attack.
the way I understand.
It's a spell. It's a ranged attack. So it's like you were shooting a bow or
Okay.
something. Since you can't see it, it's a disadvantage on the attack. So go ahead and target the aboleth on the combat tracker.
Okay, I'm not going to use Witch Bolt then. I'll just use a cantrip, because if I know I have disadvantage, I don't want to waste a Witch Bolt on that.
Okay.
Oh, Firebolt.
That will miss. Okay. Euphemia. You feel within your mind. No, Deimos. Magic Missile hits automatically. Euphemia, you feel within your mind the compelled command to attack your teammate. You stroll over to Ashok. You pull out your sword, and you have disadvantage, but you
Do
swing.
I get any kind of save against this? Since, you know. Being
Oh, you know what?
accessory?
You took damage last turn. So go ahead and roll me your wisdom saving throw. With advantage
With
again.
advantage?
Let me see here real quick. This is the Fey Ancestry. Advantage on saving throws against being charmed, and magic can't put you to sleep. What were your two rolls there?
I
Looking
can't
like
tell.
what, a 14 and a 19, so what, a 15 and a 20? I think. I didn't really look too well though.
14 and a 19.
I don't even know how you guys see past. It only shows me the one number.
Oh, it usually shows both die for a second.
It doesn't mean.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay, okay. I'll say that with that roll, I don't know if you would have had advantage, but I'll say that both of those rolls would have succeeded anyway. So you are no longer enslaved. So you can go ahead and take your turn.
okay. Then I will. There. Right there. I'm gonna use my. What was it? I want to make a wind wall, but a tube, and try to press out the ink that direction. Plus, the damage is gonna be internals to move the try to move the water. Try to remove that ink, and hopefully it hits him.
A wind wall. Path along ground wall. I'm gonna say that
I'm
you
trying
can.
to shape it.
So you're underwater. What do you guys think? Do you think the wind wall spell would work underwater?
Magic.
It would just turn
Well,
it
the
into a
spell
whirlwind.
happens, but it would depends on what does the spell exactly read.
I would say if it's a wind wall, it's like a current of wind underwater would create just a current of water. So it would
usually how it
move the
works.
car. It would move the
Well,
the
yeah,
water
that's-
in that
that's
direction.
what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
And
I'm allowed
most-
to shape it in any kind of form I want to. It might be, say, wind wall, but I can form it into any kind of, any type of shape I want.
She is right about the shape.
It rises upwards though, so it rises from the ground up. So the current goes vertically. 50 foot long, 15 feet high, and 1 foot thick.
Yeah, but if I just change it a little bit by shaping it correctly, it should be able to push it towards that direction that I'm trying to point it towards, which is up into the, southeast? Or,
I'm gonna say that you're able to
it's-
make a loop of so in this circle right here, you're able to make a loop of rising current that goes up from the ground. Because that's pretty much the extent of that spell's ability. It all flows upward. The current flows upward. So in that area, the blackness of the ink
Then
will rise upward for as long as you had the spell in place.
then I would change it then, because that isn't what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
So you saying
I'm gonna say that you
if I
cast
rise the ink
I'm
though,
gonna
will
say
it
that
still go?
I'm gonna say that the spell is already cast. So that's your action.
I'm gonna still do the spell. I'm just gonna redo the shape of it.
No, I'm gonna say that was it. That was it. You cast it already.
I can't do like this.
No, it'll be in the shape that you kind of identified the first time.
Oh, come on.
So in this area right here, you can see the ink kind of rise up through the air. Go ahead and target him and make him make the spell save. He'll succeed that. I think he takes half damage. Yeah. So he takes half the bludgeoning damage. All right. So you clear out. There's a rising current right there for as long as wind wall's in effect, and it sweeps away and carries away a lot of the inkiness, the blackness that he's excreting. Okay, you have a bonus action if you want to do anything.
Yeah, I'll give Ashok Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. All right. For his turn.
With that wind wall though, would it still like later on start drawing in more of the ink around it? Since it's basically just drawing in more water around it.
Possibly. We'll see what happens if you still have it up in a few turns. Okay.
If he does attack.
For his turn, he's gonna move. He's gonna move through the spike thorns. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20 feet through your spike growth, Ashok. So he needs to. When a creature moves, it takes 2d4 for every 5 feet it travels. Go ahead and roll me 8d4, Ashok. Oh, I'll roll it then. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll it manually. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna burst forward here to right where you guys are. My roll is better. I'll keep my roll. It'll do a little bit more damage. And the blackness travels with him. So as he moves forward, this black extrusion that you guys see is there. I won't draw it because we'll just pretend it's there. So right where you guys are, you're enveloped in this blackness around him. And he is going to come forward and he is going to reach out at you, Elwin, with one of his tentacle attacks. That will hit.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Alright, what's your
That'll
AC?
give me 22.
Alright.
That would give me 22.
Okay, so you heal that damage. 16, so you have 0. So his first tentacle attack misses you. He'll swing at you one more time with his another tentacle. That will miss, and he'll reach out with his third tentacle, and he'll swing at you, Ashok. Missing as well, damn. Alright, that's his turn. Ashok, you're up. Right now, you are close to him, and you are surrounded by this dark blackness that he's extruding. What are you going to conjure? 1 beast challenge rating 2.
Gonna do a seal.
Challenge rating 2 beast. Let's see what they've got.
Challenge rating 2.
It's got to be an underwater thing.
Penguin.
Arc.
If it's challenge rating 2, it should probably just be about how hard it is to take Euphemia home after a round of drinks. Oh.
You summon a hunter shark.
Better than a cat.
My cat is a level 10 cat. I believe it's the strongest cat in all of the world.
Okay.
I pussy you guys free.
Okay, so Ashok,
All
what do you
right.
want? What do you want the shark to do? I'll say that its initiative is after yours. Okay, the shark pops out right next to you. You give the command to attack this thing. The shark is gonna lurch forward. At the aboleth, he's going to have disadvantage because he can't see either, unless. Oh, okay. So he has advantage against it because it's been wounded. So he attacks normally. He will miss it, unfortunately, but he is on your side. Deimos, your turn.
Alright. I asked Captain Fluffy Paws as I'm charging up into this black mist, or black inky, whatever it is, to send out some guiding strikes so I can punch him in the fucking face. So pretty much I'm gonna have Captain Fluffy Paws on my back or chest area, trying to fire out some magic missiles, and I'm gonna try to chase those magic missiles and punch and attack whatever is there.
Okay, your movement's
Whatever
going to get
they're
you
hitting.
halfway in. So I'll say you can move as
okay.
far as there. But the cat has 2 wands full of magic missiles, so she's going to fire anyway. She's going to fire out her 8 missiles. And they all strike him, doing 28 damage.
Alright, can I have a hopes and dreams shot then, since I can't get there with the Sacred Flames?
Roll a d20. Yep, you hit him. He will fail. Go ahead and do damage. There you go. Okay. Your Sacred Flame strikes true. You guys again hear the reverberation as radiant and force energy flies through the darkness, impacting his thick hide. The ancient presence in your mind just intensifies its strength. It says, "You will all perish here tonight." Elwin, you're up. "I will feed upon your bodies, and I will drink your souls."
Can I cast Misty Step as an action instead of...
No, you cannot.
Can I move my daggers with this action instead of a bonus action?
Your daggers, you told it to attack him, right? So your daggers
Yeah.
will continue to attack until they are given a command otherwise, or they are
Okay.
otherwise unable to do so.
Okay, so I'll just cast Misty Step.
You cannot Misty Step. You can't see.
Oh. I'll swim away and I'll... I'm gonna reach out and grab him.
Okay. All right. You managed to reach out and touch him and send some lightning energy through his being. But right now, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. You fail. Okay. As you do so, as you make contact with his body, the blackness of the mucus that he's secreting around you, it seeps into and through the pores of your skin as you touch him, and you are poisoned, or you're poisoned with an ongoing poison effect. You're not under the poison condition, but you're going to take poison damage every round.
All right.
Go ahead and
I'm
roll
gonna-
10 d20s. So you hit on a 9 or higher. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 hits.
Let me target him first.
You could probably just roll 7 d4s and then just add together the whatever your bonus damage is.
5, 6, 27.
One more. There you go. Okay, your daggers follow behind him, and you can hear him shrieking as they again penetrate the darkness and dash into and break the surface of his thick hide.
I'm
Okay.
gonna swim away out of the circle. I can probably make it up to there, right?
Yeah, that's about right. He's gonna take an opportunity attack on you.
I hit him with
Shocking
That's right.
grasp.
Shocking
with
grasp.
shocking grasp.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. Alright. After your turn is done, he's going to use a legendary action to tail attack Ashok. That will hit. And his tail swings around and batters Ashok, smashing him backwards. Alright. Balanar, it's your turn.
Alright, if I use my action to dodge, can I get to there?
To dash? Yes. Yes, you can.
Alright, well, yeah, sorry, to dash. So I'm gonna do that, then I'm gonna action surge,
Okay.
and I'm going to menacing attack, or I'm gonna rage,
Okay.
and reckless.
Okay.
And I'm going to stab it with my spear and add a menacing attack on top of that.
Alright, so...
Or sorry, stab with the trident.
Okay, so click disadvantage on yourself because you can't see in the dark. So this will be a normal attack. Alright, you miss with the first attack. And you don't have to declare menacing until you hit.
Second one.
That's a miss as well. That's both of your attacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I believe that's all you've got right now. Kildrak, it's your turn.
So I still can't see him?
Correct.
Okay, we're gonna magic missile this bitch.
Alright. What level are you casting it?
3rd level?
Alright, so that's 5 darts. Target him and click the damage 5 times. Okay. They pummel the beams of force energy fly out through the water, striking him true each time, pounding his hide. You hear him growl in pain. He cries out and says, "You seek the creature. You are fools to do so. There are none in the ocean greater than my kind, except for the creature. He will be your doom." And with that, he's going to lash out at you, Kildrak, with a tail attack. Battering into you. His heavy tail smashes into you, and you take heavy damage. Okay. Euphemia, you're up.
I can't use a reaction to attack on that, can I?
How
No.
would you have done that?
Yeah. I was thinking, and I can't, so no. Never mind.
No. So you're casting Banishment at the Aboleth?
Yeah, but I think he succeeded, so
Yeah, he succeeds the save, so it has no effect.
that's all I can do.
Okay. On his turn, his legendary action, 3rd legendary action, he's going to reach out with his tail attack again, and he's going to attack the shark. That will hit the shark. busting the
Oh,
shark in the
I'm gonna
nose.
try to move out here.
Okay. Alright, that does it for your turn. On his turn, he's going to turn and shout. He says, "Be my slaves." Balanar, make a wisdom saving throw. You succeed.
Balanar's gonna throw up his hand and give him the middle finger.
Ashok, it's your turn. Okay, you have disadvantage. Alright, that's a miss.
Actually, he should have advantage. Sorry, because of the Totem of the Wolf thing.
Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, so, 7, 14. The other roll would have been a miss also.
Hang on, let me just throw
Yeah.
Totem of the Wolf on him really quick.
Yeah.
Keep forgetting to do that. So you should still be hitting the disadvantage
Yeah.
button,
Hit disadvantage.
but you'll roll normal.
Go ahead. That's a hit.
That -2 scimitar, man.
Yeah. Okay. Your scimitar reaches out. He has it does 3 less damage because it's your offhand. Go ahead and make a Ashok, make a Constitution saving throw. All right, you are poisoned as well.
Join the poison club.
All right, go ahead and you can continue with your attacks. That last attack misses. I think that's all you've got, right? You're inspired. Probably wouldn't do good to put it on that one, but just so you know, you have inspiration. All right, it's the shark's turn. The shark is going to attack at him again. Oh, he'll hit. I'll take that advantage. Why not? The shark chomps into the aboleth. The aboleth shrieks with pain. He's going to turn and use his legendary action to unload a tail attack on the shark. And the shark is going to die. Oh, not yet.
You saw the
Almost
shiver
dies.
the smoke melt a bit.
Not quite.
Alright. Deimos, your turn.
Alright, well, I can't tell where the fuck anything is now. So I'm going to continue my whole thing with the captain as she fires out magic missiles as I try to jump on top of whatever there is and start punching the shit out of it.
Okay, so she has one more barrage of missiles. You charge in, so go ahead and run in. Nice. All her missiles strike true.
Then I did the disadvantage, but I think I get advantage, right?
Yes, but yes, you
Okay.
get disadvantage as well.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so. Then punching the shit out of him.
Did you hit? You did hit. Okay. Oh. Nice. All right.
Well, damn.
All right. You charge in, and under the blazing glory of your cat's magic missiles, you come in, and your fist is glowing radiant, bright golden energy. It splits through the darkness, and you make solid contact with him. The shuddering impact of your fists resounds through his body, and you can feel your god himself, the energy flowing through you as it extinguishes this ancient life form in front of you. You hear his death throes in your mind, the screams of 1,000 years, just kind of penetrating your skulls. His ink cloud fades, His eternal soul goes back to his home plane, but his body is there lying down at the bottom of the floor. As that happens, the water in the area recedes back down into the pool that it came from.
Midas, you said he secretes like a poisonous mucus.
Yes.
Now I have a question.
Okay.
If I rub the points of the Triton on like the mucus to get it nice and well coated, will it be able to do poison damage? I don't know. Maybe the first thing I attack.
Yeah, it would on the next deck. Yeah.
Then I'm
I
gonna
want
do
to
that.
collect vials of poison.
Yeah.
Now the
I'm just
water
gonna-
recedes, so it carried a lot of the mucus away, but you're able to just off the surface of his skin scrape some of it off. So I'm gonna say you guys are able to collect 2 full vials of poison, aboleth poison. I'll throw it into your party inventory.
Split it.
And is my
Anything
my
else
weapon
around here?
poisoned?
Your weapon is poisoned, yes.
Can we grab anything else off of them that's of any value?
Roll me an investigation check.
I
Balanar
want to
will
search
assist.
too. Yeah, I want to search too.
Assisting means you get advantage.
Wait,
Whenever
so
I'm assisting.
Wait, I'm just saying, who's the best at investigation?
Probably Euphemia.
No, me. Wizard. Intelligence.
What's your bonus?
I have +9, double.
I forgot about double proficiency. I've got +6.
Okay,
Well,
so whoever has
I'm
to get advantage,
I'm assisting Euphemia, so she
and
has
then
advantage. You can
I'm
roll
gonna
one more
also
time.
guide whoever that person is. So
I got
get that
natural
ex-
20.
Yeah, get that
Get
extra
natural 20.
D4.
Okay.
Do you guys mind if I take both vials?
I don't
Uh,
care.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
I don't
care.
care either.
Let me edit those vials. Okay, so here, vials of aboleth poison. Kildrak, you're
Oh, we
taking
should-
them.
We should dissect it to see if we could take the poison gland.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask why you guys are so beat up though. I didn't take any damage.
So
I'm
that
confused.
vial, I'll say it does. It's a one-time application. I'm just writing in its note. It'll do 46 poison damage.
I'm gonna make all my daggers come back into their sheaths. Drop the spell.
And I'm gonna turn over to Elwin. Show off.
Is Ashok sad that his shark is just kind of like flopping there?
Yeah, flopping
Got any
there.
water?
It was half dead anyway. While you guys are talking, it suffocates and dies. Like, oops.
That's messed up.
That's a terrible ranger.
I thought it was already dead.
It had like 3 health.
Not quite dead. So you guys are level 10. With that natural 20 Euphemia, I will give you guys a roll on the magic hoard, treasure hoard for level.
What's a roll? What does that mean? I've never heard of that before.
11
D100.
16. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to input your guys' roll, so I'll have to roll it. 5 through 10.
That's I just roll a die 100.
No, I have to roll it because I can't input your roll into this chart. So here it goes.
Now, if it happens to be a book of give Anthony more strength,
Oh, that's a
I'm down
kind of a
for
shitty
that.
roll.
We ain't get shit.
Oh,
Yeah. So you guys come away with. I'll show it to you. Gold, 1,800 gold. You find it nestled in the ground, like basically at the bottom of his pool, is some of the various treasures and things that were
And a
left
few
behind.
gems.
Yeah, that were left behind from the previous. The cult that occupied this temple. They left it behind. So you find some gold, some random money, not a ton of money.
Can you add my bardic
These gems.
inspiration to that? I rolled
yeah.
a 10.
Can I also have my bardic inspiration to that roll?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works.
It should be.
Okay, so I threw that all into the party tab.
Can we
Alright.
use my roll instead?
I have no way of inputting that into the chart, unfortunately.
Can't just type it in.
No, it won't generate all the results.
That's weird.
78 and a 79, I think, fall under the same thing.
Yeah, we
what
did
would
the
what
same
would a
thing.
70?
All right,
What would a
all right,
78?
Just
Okay,
to wonder
okay.
what it is,
All right,
just to make
all
us
right.
feel
No, I'm
bad
just-
about ourselves.
I'm just wondering what it is. You don't have to give it to us. I'm just curious.
Yeah,
Here, hold on
You
one
don't want to
second.
know what it is.
I
One
do.
It
I
shows
want.
second,
us. You're
one
gonna be
second.
screwed.
I want to not be
You're all
able to
gonna
go
be
to sleep.
screaming. It's like we want that.
One
Nah.
second here. With those D100 rolls here. So sometimes if you roll well on these DMG treasure charts, you can trigger a subsequent roll on a treasure hoard or on the magic item table. So
Arr,
78 would have given you 78, 79.
Table F.
No, table
Yeah.
D.
We should get a
Oh.
wish book of give us all extra stats.
That table D really isn't anything good. The good stuff is in F, G, and H.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like F.
But here's a roll on table D for you guys. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, so you guys get a potion of vitality as well. This is it's very rare.
What does it do?
It's in the party tab.
Adds to your in Constitution for a while.
Removes exhaustion. It cures any
Oh.
disease or poison affecting you. And for 24 hours, you regain maximum number of hit points from any hit die you roll. Well, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll also say it can give you an erection that lasts 4 hours.
Hey, Deimos, you
I'd
got
rather
any?
have the 9,000 gold.
Wait, if it lasts over 4 hours, is there a number we have to call?
Yes.
You should literally.
I think
change the
Euphamia
name
should
of that
trigger
to
just to see
Viagra.
what happens.
That would be pretty funny. Okay, you guys also find at the bottom of along with the gold coins, just like lying there haphazardly, he didn't even care what it was, you find a rune, a small gem-encrusted rune in the shape of a whirlpool.
I'd grab
Back
that
to the
one
other
too,
room.
Hmm.
Can
Okay,
we
this is-
break out our camping equipment and take a long rest?
I'd say we go back to the room first.
Was his body? Is his body still there?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
let's
that's why
take
he's
a
still
short rest.
Because
and
I'm
then
gonna
take
cut
a
off
long
some
rest.
trophies on him too.
there. Okay, what are you gonna try?
Let's
try
take
to
a long rest. Let's
I'm
take
like-
a short rest as, we dissect him.
Okay, so I'll give you guys a short rest.
I'm casting Find Familiar during this short rest.
Okay. What form is your familiar taking?
Or Raven.
Alright. Oh yeah, you already had a raven.
I'm
I just want to
gonna.
point out there that
By the way, you get a
Tempest
plus
only
Oh yeah,
five
this
for
lasts
your,
indefinitely.
health
It lasts
rolls.
indefinitely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Alright, so you guys
I
get
Oh, I
spent-
don't need to cast it again.
you guys get an extra 5 to your first hit dice roll.
Alright, I spent the sorcery points, got back a 4th level spell slot. I'm gonna spend 2 spell level slots to get 4 sorcery points back.
Okay.
And get another 4th level spells.
but yeah, I'm just gonna start skinning this guy. I want
Okay.
some trophies.
As you hack into his body, uh, let's see here.
But I still have one.
Balanar's gonna hack into it looking for that poison gland.
Alright, Balanar, roll me nature.
Oh, nature.
Yeah, roll me nature. You can do it with advantage since you're taking your time.
Isn't that thing like completely unnatural?
Alright. You're able to find the specific gland that's created a lot of this music. It's large, it's black, it's oily. It's like a big black water balloon, but it's not shaped round. It's just soggy and it just, yeah, it's kind of heavy too. About the size of a basketball, but not round.
Yeah, I can carry that.
Okay. You throw that in your bag.
Hell yeah.
Throw it. Make sure just add it
Actually,
to your inventory.
I wrap it up in the rope so it's nice and wrapped up in my rope.
Okay.
I'll spend that extra sorcery point, and instead of getting a 4th back, I'll get a 5th. That 5th that I spent back.
Okay.
What should I call it?
Just aboleth poison gland.
Do I get any like tendrils and stuff?
Were you trying? What were you trying to remove specifically?
Mainly, I want its face thing because I already got the dragon face, so I might as well get this one's face so I can put in our little town
Are we gonna meet
castle
the
area.
Aberrath's wife outside the door?
You're gonna try to.
Sleeping because you're
Euphemia,
wearing
that only
the face?
happens if you try to go out of your way to kill it.
So you're gonna try to grab
Oh,
its skull.
so you can wear anyone's face.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like its skull and maybe
Okay.
a tendril or two.
Roll me. You can go ahead and roll me nature with advantage.
Can I guide myself?
Yep.
Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Alright. You're able to hack away at its skull and separate it from its weird skeleton. It doesn't really have a spine. It's kind of like a bunch of weird branching bone structures that connected to its skull. It takes you a while, the majority of the short rest, but you're able to detach it finally. It's crude. It's still covered in organs and blood. You tried to clean it up a little bit, but it's not a clean skull by any means right now.
Okay. Now, could I get like chop off just a few of its tendrils? I want to try to use those as chains, unless they'll degrade and be useless.
Okay. Well, I mean, they'll rot away eventually, but they're
That's true.
pretty rugged and they're pretty leathery and thick. The hide was very strong.
Yeah, I'll take some hide. I'll do something with it.
Okay, so go ahead and add those to your inventory. You have an aboleth skull and two sheets of aboleth hide. All right. As you guys are doing that, you guys kind of rest and hang out there a little while, but you notice that the pool in the middle of the room starts to move. The water starts to change its current. It's almost like as the tide outside shifted, it changes the flow of the currents in this area. And as the tide changes, the water begins to swirl faster and faster. And it creates a whirlpool in the middle. And just like the whirlpool in the beginning drew you into this lower, deep down room, this cavern, this one sucks you back up into the original main cave that you came from.
Long rest.
Let's
Okay.
put the things on the pedestals.
No, long rest first.
Yeah, just in case. I don't know how it works.
Is that what you guys
Are
want
we
to do?
able
That's
to?
the long rest. Yeah.
Long rest and take a break for the week and put the things on the pedestals next week.
Then we can get our Kraken next week as a mount.
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
I'm gonna
Fish
do a bunch of
command.
glyph wardings around our camp before we take our long rest, though.
You're able to camp in the same spot that you did last week, or yesterday, I guess. You're
How
familiar
long
with it
did this
now.
last?
What? It's the
I was
following
just
day.
wondering how
but-
long the glyphs last.
Oh, I think they last until they're triggered. But you guys, well exhausted, you turn in for the night. Balanar, as you sleep, your hit points come back.
Oh, yeah.
Your hit point maximum rises back up. And I think
Balanar snores super loud.
everyone's fully restored. Yeah, you guys get a full night's rest.
My hit point dice didn't regain.
You don't get all of them back, you get half of them back. So you have half of yours back
Why?
on a long rest.
Those are the rules, man.
Was not aware of that.
Call Wizards of the Coast.
I mean, I kind of like it, that ruling, but yeah.
To me, it is kind of dumb. It should just give you back all your hit dice.
I mean, if you think about it, it's like it is kind of like your vitality thing. Like if you exercise like one day really hard, you take a nap, you'll be somewhat okay the next day, but you're not going to recover as well.
Yeah, but this is more like they're cut off his arm, so
That's true.
it's not
That's
going
true.
back just as fast.
This is D&D. We just bought some 20,000-year-old thing.
And killed it.
Yep. We got its skull.
If it weren't for like Elwin's, what do you call it? Animate objects, it would take you guys a lot longer.
Heck yeah.
For real.
Whoa. We all know
Actually,
the
it would
MVP
have
here
only
is
taken one
the Captain
banishment.
Patches. The Captain.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
That
my
next
banishment
turn-
went off, then it wouldn't have mattered.
But I think it comes out. It comes back after 10 minutes, right, from the banishment.
He existed from the Plane of Madness. He stays in the Plane of Madness forever.
His home plane.
It's, yeah.
Well, no, I don't think it's forever. I think it's like 100 years.
Yeah.
Well, it won't
Yes.
matter to us.
So in 100 years, he'll come back and just like, hey, what's up?
He'll be pissed off at me.
Maybe
You're
looking
dead
for
of old age.
Euphemia.
I'll be like, oh, fuck.
Okay, so you guys awaken from your long rest. You're gonna go put the runes inside the pedestal.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yep.
They insert very cleanly and easily. You guys, as soon as they enter, the pedestal glows and sinks down into the ground. You hear a shifting of stone and a rushing of water deep beneath you, and suddenly the floor itself slides open, revealing a staircase leading downward. Water is kept from pouring on each side by a wall of stone that surrounds it.
Is my scorpion still outside?
He is not.
Oh.
Boo.
The chimichangas are gone. All that's left is a pile of scorpion shit.
Is there a trail of scorpion shit?
Oh damn! I thought I made friends with it.
Roll survival.
I'm gonna guide the shit out of you.
Not gonna matter.
There's scorpion shit everywhere. It's kind of smeared all over the place. You can't really get a track. You can't trace it.
I just love how there's just
I've
like
seen that
scorpion
Balanar
shit
accidentally
everywhere.
trips into it and falls on into
It's
it.
pretty thick, like tar-like
I
pasty scorpion shit.
accidentally kicked some at Euphemia.
Oh.
I hold up the monkey
Some of it's
right
spat.
time so it hits the monkey.
The
Are you
majority
gonna
of
hold
it.
up the monkey when the monkey's on my shoulder?
Euphemia,
Yeah.
you
It's
try.
just the way it happens.
You,
Well,
you
and-
sidestep
and-
out of the way, but some of it gets onto your clothing. This tar-like, inky scorpion shit. It's what happens when you eat like purely chimichangas for a day and a half.
That's not true. I actually did that like 2 days ago. I went splunking, and the only good restaurant around there was a Mexican one.
I did prestidigitation, get it off. So,
Okay. The staircase is very long. It takes you deep, deep beneath the ocean surface. When you finally reach the bottom, you come to a large, surprise, surprise, door. This time, carved and muraled across it in small, carefully placed tile work is a massive mural of a kraken.
Okay. Does it look like a big squid?
hit the door.
It looks like a kraken. This huge
Is
monstrous...
the mural a door?
Yes, it's a door.
Well, there's your kraken. Get to taming.
Open it.
You press on the door, and it opens. It swings open. You enter a large cavern. The floor slopes gently downward before dropping off into the ocean. It's a gradual descent, maybe at like a 3-degree angle. There are clearly powerful magics at play here. You can just sense it in the room. And in the very center of the room is a rough-hewn egg. About 10 feet in diameter, it's sitting atop a pedestal and locked tightly in place by a set of metal teeth. Around it, carved on the ground, are glyphs and runes in a circular pattern. The egg itself is jagged and asymmetrical. It's not round.
So this thing is not even born yet?
Oh, that's even better.
Don't lie to us.
We can pretend that it's...
It
No,
probably
no.
is born. It's just this is just
This is
another
the
one.
new one.
I think
Either
Balanar
one.
should go sit on the egg anyway.
Yeah, it could be the mom.
Balanar sits on the egg.
As you walk up to the egg, you realize that the other side of the egg is cracked open and gone. Pieces of it scattered across the floor. Yeah, Kildrak, we'll call it here. I'm just gonna end this here. Whatever was inside the egg is no longer inside it.
Any signs of where it went?
There's
minutes.
scrape marks along the ground heading towards the water. It's basically the ground slopes away into the water. It's about 20 or 30 feet away from where you are now.
I swan dive into the water.
Kildrak is following that guy.
Okay, both of you roll me dexterity.
Dexterity or acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
Fuck yes!
I belly flop instead.
Kildrak, go ahead and roll it.
Oh, no, I rolled a 20. It didn't register though. I swear I rolled a 20.
You must have not rolled it across the chat box or something. Alright, I'll take the 20. You swan dive in again, just like you gracefully do. And you're able to keep your senses around you, and you see, as you're under the water, Balanar plunging down deep into the water like a full-on cannonball, bursting down deep, and you see him sink down, and through the vague, dim light of the cavern, you see him come face to face with this. And that's where we'll end it for tonight.
We're
New
screwed.
pet.
My new pet? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, you can have it.
How big
Oh my
is it?
gosh.
Dominate
Yeah.
beast.
This picture, so see by his face, those little sharks. That's like what the size of a full-grown kraken would be. This one is smaller. It's just a baby kraken. So I'm gonna say it's about 15 feet from end to end.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah, it's not terribly big, but it is pretty gnarly looking.
You know I'm killing that pirate lady when we go back up, though, right?
And he's
It's my
snarling at you.
kraken.
He's glaring at you right in the face, Balanar.
Kind of look alike.
I bust out the trident like Aquaman.
Okay, so next week, you guys get to figure out what you want to do with a baby kraken. Remember that Sassaline is still above the surface waiting for you to return. I'll remind you that you guys failed your first mission to retrieve the powder from the Pirate Lord. So as soon as they get wind, the other Pirate Lords, as they get wind of what's happened, because of the powder, they're probably not going to be happy with you. If you bring them the Kraken, that might pacify them a little bit, but you don't really know. But you guys are kind of in tenuous waters. And also remember that shots have been fired between the Pirate Lords and the Waterdeep Navy already. So tension is escalating in this area, and it's pretty certain that there's going to be significant military action in the near future.
Is there any way we can keep the Kraken for ourselves, or if we bring it to Sassaline, it's just...
I don't know. Depends on what you guys do, what you guys say, what you guys roll. Anything's possible, but not all things are probable. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for running it today.
We had experience for that
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah.
boss?
Yeah. Okay.
I really like that thing wise, I guess.
You'll still get XP.
So you guys
As long-
finished the Sunken Temple part. You haven't done the Kraken yet. Okay, so you guys get from last week and from this week.
Holy crap.
Oh damn.
That's
How much was it?
10,075 away from next level. We each got 66,667.
Yeah, you got plus
Ain't
2,000 from
bad.
earlier. So you guys almost
Yeah,
got
plus-
9,000 each.
How long is that till?
85,000 till next level.
Is that like
10,075.
halfway or?
We need 10,075.
75.
Yeah, I have no idea what that.
A lot.
You're a
But
little,
not that
little
much.
over halfway.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, guys. Thanks for the game. Hope you had a good time. I will see you
Yeah.
next week.
Yep, thank
See
you
you
so
next
Thanks
much.
for watching
Have
Power
a good
Rangers.
night.
I'll email you that crap probably Thursday or Friday whenever I get back. I don't know the time zone I'll be in.
Cool. No biggie.